And a happy new year to all of you in the multiverse. Welcome to MNW Warzone, the first wrestling show of the new year. How is everyone? I am your host, General Manager Jerry Aldini, joined in our secluded commentary booth area, as always, by Michael Montoya and Pete McPherson.
¿Qué pasa, mi gente? How's it going, people? How we doing tonight?
Hello.
And we have an exciting night for you as we kick off 2022 in Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. Now, for people who may be joining us for the very first time, shout out to any of you who saw the advertisement for us over on DPW Fire. This is wrestling in the multiverse. Literally, we are wrestling from the Nexus of the multiverse. Wrestlers from many different realities coming together in the spirit of competition. And you don't know what could happen or when. We are crazy. Our world champion is a robot. Our hardcore champion is a dwarf. And
you don't even want to know what happens when the Eldritch beings come out.
Oh, that, you know.
Because when they come out in force.
We get some of those. Our sister show Flashbang, which will be appearing at a special time tomorrow night, get some of those. Ladies and gentlemen, you never know at all what could be happening. And ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a great show because today is kicking off round 5. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, round 5 of the C101 tournament.
And what's that smell, Jerry? Do I smell some stats?
Oh, sure, but first, tweeting out on social media, it's Wilson, son of Will, letting us know his suspension has been lifted, and who knows what we might actually see tonight.
It's just Wilson now.
It's you know what?
You should respect his wishes, not because you have any respect for him, because you have respect for, keeping your own limbs.
I'm after what we saw last time. This feels like a whole new Wilson. We'll have to keep our eyes open for what could be happening.
Just respect his wishes. I don't want you to die, Jerry.
No, you know what? It's fine. But hey, you know what? Let's not worry about that. Let's get into what you were talking about, Michael. Let's look at some statistics as we come in.
Give me them numbers.
Let's give you the numbers for where we stand in the C101. Right now,
plenty of numbers. Look at that.
Block A, round 4. Currently, Gingerboi sits at the top of the heap with 8 points. Zako Duo and Madjack right behind him at 6. Lady Boots, Daverman, and Dagarik and Jack Abbott all sitting in the middle at 4. The Janitor and Madness both at 2 points. And Aiden Xero coming behind on a complete losing streak in this tournament at 0. So let's now looking at our sister show Flashbang, Block B. Jack Andrews and Suicide Gemini, of course, sitting at 5 points apiece. Our own Sam Jacks at 4. Graven Allen, Victor Vicious, Brawl Kaiser all sitting at 3. Devin Zerikis and Kuso Kale at 2. And then Michael Macabre with a single point. Michael.
Victory seems to be much harder to grasp over there on Block B.
It does,
just
but
slugging it out, going to time limit draws and such.
Let's not ignore what we could be seeing today with the issue between Aiden Xero and Gingerboi. Those two have had a personal rivalry, and here's the thing you got to keep in mind right now, and that is if Aiden loses and or for Aiden, I'm sorry, let me restart that. For Aiden Xero to still be viable in this tournament, he has to win his match and Gingerboi has to lose his.
This is where their little competition needs to come to a head right now. Aiden Xero needs to pick up a victory to remain viable in the tournament, to remain a competitor.
Well,
and Gingerboi, all he has to do is make one slip up, and that's going to affirm further Aiden Xero's rise in this tournament. Hopefully he can make a comeback.
Well, and
That'd be very interesting to see.
And the thing is, Aiden Xero will be our main event today, but Aiden's facing Madjack.
Well, good night, Aiden.
So, and it is going to be insane. So let me let you folks know what you're getting to see today in the C101. We'll be kicking it off in just a few minutes with the Janitor facing Dagarik. We will be following it up. We're going to have a special match. First time on Warzone, Michael and Pete. We are finally having our first Get Off the Schnid match. Now, for those of you who may not be aware, Get Off a Schnid match is when a wrestler has been on a losing streak. If there's been a few of those, well, you know what? You get them all together and you have them all have a match because, ladies and gentlemen, someone's got to win. We will then, of course, be having the Toxic Wastelanders are going to have a match against Jif. And as was set up last week, McMorgan is going to face the French-Canadian daredevil Lade Hireold in a hardcore match as part of his efforts to convince the Dagarik to give him another shot at the Warpgate Hardcore Championship. But with that said, we need to get into action because that's what we're here for. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the first Multiverse Nexus wrestling match of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to ringside.
The following is your opening match and is a C101 match. Introducing first, the Janitor.
So, Michael, the Janitor and the Madness are actually in a very similar boat with Aiden Xero. They either need to win their matches or Gingerboi has to lose or they're also no longer viable in the tournament.
Yeah, it's coming down to whether or not you're going to be mathematically viable here in this. It's a very interesting system, but you have to capture those points, whether it be even just by a draw here. That could push them towards.
That's true. And the problem is, you look at people, underdogs, whatever. The whole being in the C101 alone means you're one of the top wrestlers in Multiverse Nexus Wrestling, and this is a former world heavyweight champion, or I should say multiverse heavyweight champion, but now his opponent.
You know, there are titles and names we can't say anymore, but we all remember.
And introducing their competitor, they are the Warpgate Hardcore Champion. They are the Dagarik.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dwarven Prince coming to the ring. He has become the bellwether of the hardcore division. And
absolutely needs to make a statement here tonight. There are many eyes upon this man. Many claws in the darkness, shall we say, looking to snatch that belt from him.
Well, you already have, as we said, McMorgan, who Dagarik won that belt of, is going to have a match against Hireold, who was the last person to face him for the belt. But in the meantime, Suplex Sam has also stated that it should be his turn to go after the hardcore championship.
So many choices for this man, the Dagarik. But right now, he's only got one thing to focus on, and that's the man across from him in this squared circle.
That's right, and that's what it comes down to. All that other stuff doesn't matter in this tournament. And for those of you new to MNW, the winner of the C101 gets a title shot. Oh, and the Dagger coming right out with a lariat.
Their choice. Did you see that immediately trying to end it there? With that shoulder tackle into the pin.
Well, both of these are gentlemen are veterans of MNW. Dagarik knows how dangerous the Janitor is.
Yep,
and he is giving no quarter given, none asked, none received.
The athleticism of the dwarf, you can't underestimate him in that department. He's got the hops.
So the dwarf, of course, known for brutal wrestling style. The Janitor, less brutal, but he's much more technically sound. Of course, he is the ultimate master of the DDT.
Yep, with that technicality does come its own brutality. If he's got something in on you, he wants you to twist yourself into a configuration that's not gonna work out for you. That's where his brutality comes in.
I would say that's fair. What we're going to end up with, very simply, is it going to come down to? I would say this is a power versus skill matchup. And of course, again, for people new, C101 matches have a 20-minute time limit. Scoring is as follows. A victory gains you 2 points. If it comes to, pinfall 1. Just 1. If a time limit draw occurs, both participants get 1 point. And of course, losing a match means you get 0, which currently faces Aiden Xero, who has yet to pick up a win in the tournament. Jawbreaker
it's almost like they heard you, Jerry, went for that pin. As soon as you started talking about victory, both of these competitors very hungry for the win.
Well, as we said, the Janitor needs to get another win on the board to ensure that in case Gingerboi continues his winning streak, that he continues being viable. Whereas the Dagger just wants to keep moving forward, even though right now, outside of this tournament, a lot of people vying for his belt. And here it comes, one.
Showing off that technical skill again.
Again, just a 1 count. Oh!
Pulling out of that, dropped down behind Dagger. It gave him that clothesline to drop him down to the knees again. Now he's just trying to keep him on the ground, trying to neutralize that power.
I mean, that's what you have to do. And here we see again.
Oh, that technical. Did you see that? Perfectly blocked. That rolling back elbow. That would have been devastating.
The Janitor has keen ring awareness. And is, of course, a top striker.
Absolutely. That drop kick definitely rocked him in some type of way. You couldn't block it that time.
Again,
meeting of the minds between our two competitors, but one's got a thicker skull.
Now the question is going to be, is the hardcore, especially now, we're outside the ring. This is where the Dagger thrives. Will the Janitor fall to the dwarven
barricade? You don't want to be near those steps. You don't want to be near that unpadded ground.
Now, of course, the C101 is not a hardcore match. This, the Dagger could get disqualified if he... never mind. DDT!
Ooh, reversed into a DDT. That technical mastery paying off in spades.
And here we go. We're up to a 5 count. Now, a count-out victory would count. That is how Gingerboi won his match last week.
Ricocheting the head of the Dagarik off of those steel barriers, but the Dagger is not done.
Nope, but
it's going to take more than that.
The Janitor, wisely knowing he's got a better advantage in ring than outside,
working on the head and neck of Dagarik.
And again that jawbreaker.
Turning that jawbreaker. Good counter there, showing a bit of his own technical mastery. Oh!
So
dropping the Janitor on his face.
Right now, I mean the Dwarven Prince versus the common man.
Attempted a stub there.
Reverse DDT!
Upsy daisy into that reverse DDT.
This could... And again, a 1 count. The resilience of Dagarik. And now he's just, doing a...
he's heating up.
I'm pretty sure, Michael, that was a Dwarven war dance.
Absolutely. I think he's getting fired up. As if he wasn't already before, but still.
1, 2, can this... Oh, no, the Janitor says no. Janitor fighting for his life in this tournament. The Dagger wanting to ensure his own moving forward, looking to get up there with, eventually catch up with Gingerboi.
You hit those ropes like a cannonball, and now...
The Dwarven driver hits.
The Dwarven driver.
Oh.
Just a 2 count.
Now the Dagger asking, what does he have to do? The determination of the Janitor.
That Dwarven driver dropping the Janitor on his head. Not enough.
And, all right, again, technical expertise.
Grip on.
Will it be enough? 1, 2, and no. The Dagger says no.
Dagarik is a particularly dangerous competitor. As you notice, the Janitor's going after his head. Because if you pick a limb on Dagarik, he's just going to hit you with all the other limbs. That's not going to stop him or slow him down or slow down any of his strategies. He's just going to immediately start hitting you with the other one.
Well, that's true, but the Dagarik will use his head as a weapon as much as anything else. Pretty much just pick a target and stick with it.
Absolutely.
And out, up to the 5 count again. Oh, just chops to the head. Oh, and pushing him down.
Just being brutalized on the outside here.
And getting up to the 7 count before bringing him back in. Again, this is not a showcase match, folks. This is not falls count everywhere.
Janitor always holding back that little bit of gas to try and get a surprise on the Dagger. And what's that? He's busted open.
Again, the DDTs of basically now the trash talk. He's got trash talk on him.
Trash talk on it. That hand.
Oh, and now he's going for the pin. Can you do it? 1, 2.
Vice-like grip of the Janitor. Not enough.
No, not enough at all. And now, how many different, right. And then how many different ways the Janitor knows how to deliver a DDT and a 2 count.
Beautiful swinging DDT there. Got the full cover, but still not enough.
I have a feeling before this match is over, we are going to see every style of DDT possible, courtesy of the Janitor. Oh, no. Janitor's rolled outside. The Dagger is on
a
top.
clinic on violence here. Dagger dropping.
Stomping a Janitor on the head from the top rope on the outside. No.
Bringing down all that body weight.
Oh, no.
This could be the end of the road for the Janitor.
I don't want to see how he does it. 1, 2. Oh, my God. The Janitor is not giving up. He is determined to get higher on the board.
And he needs to get more on that scoreboard.
Oh! And that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe was I don't know, that was like a reverse powerbomb. I don't know the name for that one, and I've been in this business for years.
That looked like for a moment that it could have been the siren song for Janitor, but now he's still going.
He's getting, as we approach the halfway point on the timer, the Janitor showing he is not going to, oh no. Stretching him out. Oh, slamming him. Let's remember, we talked about the brutality of Dagarik, but the Janitor, he's a striker. He is used to getting rough and tumble.
Digging into the sternum there.
Oh, and now a standing bulldog.
Standing bulldog, some sort of flatliner.
And
Stomping
working on the
hands.
hand of the Dwarven Prince.
Ooh, and Dagarik says, my hand works just fine, immediately countering that with a hard right hand.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure they're both busted open now. 10 minutes gone in this match. The dagger stalking his prey, just waiting for the janitor to show a sign of life.
Thought he had the upper hand on the janitor. Janitor had more left in him than he thought.
Janitor going for an elbow. Canceled
Back
out.
elbow attempted. I'm good for... Ooh.
And now, what? I thought he was going to go for a pinfall. Oh no.
Is that a vertical suplex into that Jordan driver? Ooh.
And now what do we... Oh,
striking
boy.
combination followed by a big right hand.
You don't often see footwork like that from Dagarik. He's not usually considered, I guess you'd say, a dancer, but here we
Fleet
go.
of foot.
Oh no. Oh!
And there it is again.
There it is, the Dwarven driver. And 1, 2, kick out! The
Competitor's
janitor
score
is
matters
not
not
done.
to the Dwarven Prince. He's just gonna brutalize you in this ring.
Well, looks like Dagarik's going up top again. Are we gonna see another? Are we gonna see a Dwarven Buster?
We're gonna see him spread those stubby wings.
No, we're gonna see the janitor swat him out of the sky.
That ring awareness, that technical mastery coming into play once again. Dagarik, though, not giving up the offense.
Oh, and the janitor going, nope, I don't think so.
Just driving those elbows.
And hey, the janitor is determined to not see his C101 journey end here.
One of the flatliners that
little
elevated.
A little bit of a cheeky
elevated
pin.
cover. Nope.
That might have been a mistake on the janitor's part, but now he's working on that hand again.
That elevated cover more effective on trying to stop your opponent from kicking from the upper body, but it looked like Dagarik had plenty of power left in the legs.
Oh,
Driving that knee into the mat.
I mean, every little bit helps. Now coming up. Oh, just getting smacked in the gob. And back outside. Again, this is a bad place for the janitor. He needs to keep this in the ring.
War.
And surprisingly, Dagarik puts him back in the ring. And going for the pin. 1.
This has been a battle of striking and holds.
Kick out at 2. This has been a very back and forth match, Michael.
Neither opponent giving an inch. Dagarik stretching him over the knee with that backbreaker.
Now he's just pounding the drums of war and getting ready as we coming into the last 5 minutes on the timer.
Around the abdomen there.
What this is this isn't going to win the match, but it's going to grind him down.
It's going to squeeze all the air out of his lungs and bruise up that diaphragm is what it's going to do.
This is going long and hard, but oh! And there, I think, is it. 1, 2, oh!
No!
He kicked out again!
Rolling him off that shoulder.
And bringing the janitor back up was a mistake for Dagarik. Janitor recovered quickly and gave him an uppercut. Oh, and now flipping him over the ropes. Again, how many
with that shoulder throw?
How many second wins is the janitor going to be able to have? Oh no. Oh!
Just as many as it takes to win, it seems. Oh, no!
That was an innovative bulldog if I've ever seen one. Just now they're just trading blows and flips.
Just simply sat out, almost some sort of a weird...
Oh! And that's a neck breaker Aiden Xero would be jealous of.
Absolutely springboard neck breaker now with a stomp to the gut.
Less than 5 minutes on the clock. Honestly, even a draw would benefit both men, but they want the two. They want full points for this match.
Yeah, you want the full deuce for that.
And again, over the top rope with 4 minutes remaining.
Taking him to the outside. Let's see if he's going to try and do some final lasting damage on the janitor.
Oh, no. Oh. Off the ring apron.
Oh, my God.
Oh. I don't know how much more of this punishment the janitor can take. And now just punching him repeatedly.
Simple over-the-shoulder press, but the positioning of that was what made it brutal, dropping the janitor's face onto our ringside Minitron there.
Oh, but getting reversed and thrown back into the ring by the janitor. Now what's going to happen? And again, breath of... Oh, breaking...
Oh, my God, Gutbuster!
Oh, the janitor is not done. Again, working on the other hand of the Dwarven Prince.
Going into those hands.
Working him over.
It's starting to remind me of that wonderful Iron Man match between Wilson and Juan, before the changes took place.
Well, I was thinking of another Iron Man match between Dagarik and XR Kun.
Well, I may have had a little bit of bias at the time, but we won't talk about that trash talk. Locked in.
Trash talk on the dagger with less than 3 minutes. We're coming up to 2-minute warning.
Dwarf seems to be subdued at
going
this
for
point.
A pin.
Is
1,
this gonna work?
2, 3. Oh my God, the janitor did it!
And your winner, the janitor.
Can't underestimate that trash talk. The grip of the janitor, too much, too jarring.
He was
for the Dwarven Prince.
He was determined, and that let's face it, that was a clean match and a great victory for the janitor. Today, he truly took out the trash and scored 2 more points to bring him up to 4 in the tournament. So regardless of what happens later, janitor still a viable winner in the C101. That was insane, Michael.
Absolutely. After a squeaky clean match like that, what do we have next?
Well, before we get into our next action, we got lots going on. The multiverse is insane, gentlemen. There's been so much happening, so many things. Last week, we saw Sir Uncle Dunk get called out by Defunk over the fact that Defunk is trying to build up his group, Cloud9. And meanwhile, Sir Uncle Dunk snatched one of his first recruits out from under him when he grabbed Nakano Kirishima.
Snatched or gave him a better deal?
Well, you know what? Why don't we go hear from the man himself, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Uncle Dunk.
The nerve of that reject stormtrooper calling me out to the ring like I cared about anything he was doing. Does he honestly think I care about whatever little cult he's trying to form? I only took Nakano from him because the boy showed promise and his talents would have been wasted serving a failed dancer who hasn't been relevant in MNW for years. Whoever he got to join this Cloud9 can't be anyone that important if I didn't bother to buy them out from under him. I have more important things to do than deal with a clown in a rainbow helmet. Things like, where the hell are Mr. Butler and Nakano so they can explain what the hell happened to my Terminator lawyers? I knew I should have installed Windows 11 from the start. Next part of my day is who do I have to sue in order to get a robot repair shop to put them back together? Maybe I can push a copyright claim on Meme.
So there you have it. That is Sir Uncle Dog. But now we need to head down to ringside because let me tell you, there's a lot of other action going on. And we need to hear from none other than our chief investigator. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for us to hear from the one, the only, Pupusa PI. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the head investigator. If you need to find out something, this is the man you go to. It's Pupusa PI. Crowd loving this man.
Showing respect for him. Absolutely. See what he has to say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me, for those of you who might be know, my name is Pupusa Monkey. Yeah, Monkey's my last name. I got all the jokes. And I am a private investigator here in the Multiverse. And currently I am investigating the case of Maximilian Thunderthighs and what's going on with him and VIP. So here's the interesting thing. Thanks to some work by Zako Duo and my silent partner in this investigation, who I will reveal eventually, we got some discovery here. We found a check. There was a mysterious check that was written by VIP to Maximilian Thunderthighs before that controversial match. But here's the interesting thing. There's the first thing you learn in PI school. When you're investigating, follow the money. And I followed the money. And I looked at the transactions, got some court orders and some looking at finances. VIP wrote this check that Maximilian Thunderthighs never cashed it. That's right. So if Max didn't cash the money, then I ask, what is actually going on here? It seems to me that there is more than meets the eye. So my partner, who is very good at getting into details that people want to keep hidden, he is searching it out as we dig in, and I'm going to be doing some more field investigation in the meantime. Because believe me, between the two of us, there is no secret we cannot find. So, Max, I'm telling you, you can come clean now, because you either tell me what's really going on, or I'll find it out myself. But I'm going to say this just once, Max. I know we can't easily see your eyes in that mask, but blink twice if you need help. All right, so Pupusa and whoever his partner is in investigation are getting very close to finding out the truth, according to our private investigator.
Half our locker room are conspiracy theorists. I don't give any of this credence, Jerry.
Well, I mean, that's certainly your right as a professional, I suppose, Michael. But in the meantime, we got a couple things to cover here. First off, as soon as Pupusa put that, we already got a tweet out on social media, specifically from Maximilian Thunderthighs himself, saying that he is not short on money, basically telling Pupusa, let's talk or let's wrestle. And I find that very interesting. In the meantime, in fact, we got some audio that is purported to be. Well, let's just go. Let's go play that audio right now. Why don't we?
Let's do a bit of analysis ourselves.
Yeah.
Come in, Max. Let's talk. To say that I'm upset is a gross understatement. Have you read the tabloids? Checked the news, the rumors of VIP?
No, I haven't heard a thing.
Precisely. There are none. No stories. No matches. Not even a word spoken about VIP. VIP was in the main event most of the last 2 months. Not a fan in the arena didn't know who we were. What happened? What's so amusing?
Oh, even for a half-a-mind guy like me, I can see why VIP is falling short. Let's go down the list, shall we? VIP hasn't held gold in a long time, losing it to a faction that's not even on Warzone. Who do the people blame? VIP.
Max.
The founder of VIP and his signature move is being tossed around in the ring like it's nothing.
Maximilian.
Beef and Sam are so far away from the tag scene, they have to write a postcard to it.
Enough!
Wilson has gone off the deep end, VIP has become stale and irrelevant, and the only thing people are going to remember about VIP in 2021 is that one time Ozzy Turan lost the world title match to his own teammates' move.
Silence! Not another word out of you, Max, or I'll...
What? You're gonna make me recite another rap? Have me make up more ridiculous lies? Alienate my friends? Take another chair shot from Wilson? Well, go ahead! You've taken everything else! You can't make things worse!
Oh. Can't I? Max, take this. This is your next promo.
This would ruin me. I can't. I won't do it. You can't make me do this.
You will, as you don't have any other choice. You have a week to do it. Come next show, I want to hear those words on a live stage. Now, get out.
I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm just gonna do the sign of the cross here and a couple Hail Marys.
That's
because I feel like I need to.
Fair enough. Well, while we ponder those dark tidings, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a match. This is the first time this match has occurred on Warzone. It is a Get Off the Schnid match. Now, we have seen this a few times on our sister show, Friday Night Flashbang, but this is the first time we've done it here. So to set the stage, Get Off the Schnid. The Schnid is when you're on a losing streak. And sometimes if you're on a losing streak, what you need is a little bit of a push. So we get together 4 men who could use a win, put them in a match, because, ladies and gentlemen, one of them has to win. And with that, let's head down to ringside, and we'll explain more as we go on.
It's simple thugonomics, really.
That is nothing. And here we are, and they're just getting off. Ladies and gentlemen,
they are not getting off, Jerry. They're not. They have teed off on each other.
They have, ladies and gentlemen, it is Nakano Kirishima, Glacrius, Fearstrykes, and Carni-Val.
We here at MNW do not condone getting off in the ring. Don't listen to Jerry.
Now, what has happened? We keep score, and since I have taken over as general manager, none of these men have scored an actual singles victory. So we're putting them all together, and they are going for it. One of them's got to win, and this is 4-man elimination.
Now we have Carni-Val and Fearstrykes teeing off in the corner there.
I'm more disturbed by another fact, though. Carni-Val is not wearing his Conquest outfit.
Oh, Carni-Val. Oh, jeez. Carni felt a little nostalgic today.
Carni-Val is wearing his old suit.
It's the lack of clothes that disturbs me. Oh, Carni-Val.
Meanwhile, the delinquent of blood money, Nakano Kirishima, going up high but missing Glacrius. Now going after Carni-Val himself. Meanwhile, Glacrius, former member of Lucha on the Rocks.
A bit of a safety announcement for the fans down at ringside. Don't look Carni directly in the eye.
Meanwhile, the Terror Angel Fearstrykes, former Nexus Titan champion, and a man who read the writing on the wall well before the dissolution of the Faces of Fear and got out.
Yep, very intelligent move on his part. Not so intelligent on the part of Glacrius there, getting his ass kicked.
Well, and Fearstrykes throwing Glacrius back in the ring, being joined by Carni-Val. By the way,
Carni-Val had eyes on the big man.
This is an elimination match. It's not falls count anywhere.
Hip toss there, and a vicious right hand followed by another.
Oh, and Glacrius trying to tap out Nakano Kirishima early. Kirishima says no, showing some of the moves he's been learning from Mr. Butler since he joined Blood Money.
Had that arm locked in there, wrenching back on the shoulder.
Kirishima, by the way, when you heard from Uncle Dunk earlier, Kirishima is that prospect for Cloud9 that Uncle signed away. Oh no, Bronco Buster in the corner by Carni-Val.
It would do a great deal for Nakano Kirishima to win this match and gain some more favor, curry some more favor. Did his faction leader in the form of Sir Uncle Dunk.
Did you see Carni-Val dump Fearstrykes onto Glacrius?
There's so much going on, Jerry. He dumped him on his head so many times outside the ring. What's one more in the ring?
3!
Wow!
Glacrius has been eliminated.
Nakano eliminates Glacrius, but then gets a DDT courtesy of Carni-Val. Do a better.
Carni.
I don't like it. No, there we go. Thank you, Nakano.
I don't like that. I don't.
Yeah. And now, while Nakano recovers on the ring, the man Muppet thing that is Carni-Val faces the Angel of Fear, Fearstrykes. Oh!
I'm sure a certain human resources gremlin in the air vents is writing furiously about that after that one.
He probably is. Meanwhile, Carni out of the ring, and Nakano all right,
up and stringing him out on the ropes there. Starting that vertical suplex, then just dropping the abdomen of Fearstrykes onto the ropes.
And now Fearstrykes on the receiving end of a oh, never mind, blocked him.
Blocked a good reversal there, slingshot into the corner. Carni-Val, pushed him over.
Nakano inadvertently saved by Carni-Val. And oh no.
Good attempts there.
And now an extra punch from Nakano. Fearstrykes, they're getting double teamed.
Absolutely getting double teamed. And Carni-Val wanted that one-on-one time there.
I'd say more. Carni-Val found a way to punch them both.
Taking a few hits from both, just exchanging strikes here in the corner. Have you ever seen anything like this?
They're just
piling up on each other.
To town on each other.
There's a very strong style sort of exchange there. And a stunner.
That's a great stunner by Nakano Kirishima, going for the pin on Carni-Val, and deciding to give it to Fearstrykes. Fearstrykes yelling, "Let me!" You know, that might have been a mistake. I think. Or maybe not.
Was it planned from the very beginning, Jerry? The axe kick.
And now 1, 2. To get a 2 count, but a great move by Nakano. Oh!
That was less a kick and more a leg lariat, just bringing the entire leg across the chest of Fearstrykes.
I say what you will, Nakano clearly learning the lessons that Uncle Dunk and Mr. Butler have been trying to teach him. Oh! But, you know what? Fearstrykes is a veteran. Former Nexus Titan champion. Oh! But Nakano just bringing it to him.
You have to remember, Nakano is one of those rookies who, when he got a chance, he took it to Dagarik.
Yeah. And here he goes again with the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. I want to remind everyone, none of these men have had a win since August. This is why they're in the match.
Nakano, very smart, rolling to the outside, letting the two larger competitors duke it out here.
And he's getting in. Fearstrykes being the veteran of this group. I'm sure his current position on being on the Schnid. Oh, beautiful. I was going to say, probably galls him.
Showing
1,
off that strength
2,
there.
3.
And good luck, kid. You're stuck in there with the Terror Angel.
Carni-Val has been eliminated.
Conquest Bloodline is out of this match.
The Man Muppet is gone, and now it is the Terror Angel and the Delinquent. And the Delinquent taking it to Fearstrykes. And oh, that was just his kicks. He's doing great.
Absolutely. He knows nothing but to misbehave, and that's what he's doing right now.
I mean, we know he has been extensively training with Mr. Butler. Now throwing Fearstrykes into the corner. What is he setting him up for here?
What you have here is a well-funded troublemaker, so whatever it is, it can't be good.
Nakano has put Fearstrykes in the tree of woe. Oh,
bang him up into a backstabber!
Oh! That was a brutal backstabber that he
put him
set
into
up.
The tree of woe to stretch out his back, get those muscles taut before he hit him with the backstabber. Oh, and a kick to the abdomen, just working over the body, the torso.
1, 2, 3!
Oh my, what a decisive, this was not just a get off the Schnid match. This was a showcase for Kirishima's brutality.
And your winner, Nakano Kirishima.
A certain hatted man backstage must be very pleased with
himself.
himself.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And here's the thing you've got to remember. Right now, the world champion on our sister show is Victor Vicious. Victor, his rise to the top started with winning a get off the Schnid match. And now he's
seeing a similarly romantic story of crime.
I'm just saying that winning a get off the Schnid match can turn a wrestler's career around.
Only one direction for Kirishima to go, and that is up.
You are not wrong. That honestly, that very well could be a turning point in his career. We will just have to see. But either way, we now Nakano Kirishima has put a mark in the win column. And we will see where it goes here. But like you said, Uncle Duncan...
Quite handedly. Butler, never not in control, if you notice, throughout that entire match.
Nakano was... This was a new Nakano Kirishima. Absolutely. And so with that, it is, ladies and gentlemen, we have so much going on. And while we get ready, there is a lot happening. Social media was blowing up during that
Tournaments,
match.
Opinions abuzz.
They're just crazy stuff. Let me tell you. First off, we have to we got to hear from this. This is the first one I find interesting. We hear from R. Sawyer, who saw Carney and starts playing the Toreador song while his eyes glows to the beat. We'll be hearing a little from R. Sawyer here in just a little bit. Meanwhile,
it's freaky whenever they do robot things, because sometimes they act so people-like, you're
not wrong.
That they're
and as soon
machines.
as he got backstage, Nakano tweeted out, "I'd like to thank the boss and the butler for this win." So crediting his mentors since he took over, since he joined Blood Money. Again, it got the job done. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Get Off the Schnid match, Nakano Kirishima. Well, in the meantime, like I said, R. Sawyer, well, you know what? I could explain R. Sawyer.
But you could have him explain himself.
Yeah, let's let him explain himself.
You have one new message. First message.
Hello, Carney. I know you're probably expecting another client for your hotline, but this isn't one of those times. Despite it being the season to be jolly, for me, I've been a very grumpy bot. Like Malice. Despite the rather interesting uses he's had for the fusion catalog on for Christmas, he's still grumpy, and he still has his little thing between him and Gorm. They've been having at it for a long while now, and I do not want to get in the way of that. I know better, but that's about to change. I'm about to be very jolly indeed. You see, Anon has allowed me, with certain contractual obligations, to have my match with you. But you will not know when, you will not know how. Only that the match maybe, probably, might be happening sometime soon-ish. This year or the next. And when I do, well, let's just say that when I'm done with you. Call it a resume for things yet to come. End of line.
Well, that was,
See, it's scary when they do things like that, Jared. You hang out with them, you forget they're robots, and then they do scary robot things.
we will probably be seeing more of that. We know, as we said, R. Sawyer wants to go after Carni-Val because Carni-Val runs the Hot Clown Hotline, and R. Sawyer wants to find out where the clowns are living. There's unfinished business there. I don't want it in my arena. And of course, Gorm is wanting to go after Malice. That's heating up. And let's not forget Samjax, who holds the Money in the Bank briefcase as a constant threat hanging over the head of Multiverse Heavyweight Champion R. Sawyer, or Zako Duo. And right now, of course, that leader of Conquest Bloodline, Samjax, over on Flashbang, participating in B Block in the C101, but he did take time out of his busy schedule to tweet out on social media, responding to R. Sawyer, informing him that informing everyone, we hope we enjoyed seeing Carney in his old gear, and then telling Sawyer to stop calling his cell phone with these creepy voice messages.
Huh, I wouldn't like the creepy voice messages either.
No. Speaking of, before we head down to our head over to our next match, we have one last person I want to hear from, and that is apparently that was Tyler. I'm sorry, being informed that was not Samjax. That was Tyler Temple's.
Tweeting out on behalf.
Yeah, he's the legal representative of Conquest Bloodline, so that makes perfect sense, actually.
There we go.
But in the meantime, you know what? We were talking about the issues between Defunk and Uncle Dunk. We have somebody else who wants to say something on that. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Major Payne.
You know, I thought of all these different ways to say this, but you know what? Screw it. Let's cut the bull. Uncle, you've already met Grandmaster Funk, and he's giving me something that you can never do. After my fight with Beowulf and Arkoff, I need something more, something fulfilling. I need purpose. And Grandmaster Funk gives me just that. So, my marching boots follow him. He brings the funk, I bring the boom.
All right, so we know of now one person who has joined Cloud9.
Is that a young lion in the column for Cloud9?
I'd say so. So that you heard it. Sergeant Major Payne accepted the Funk's invitation to join Cloud9.
He better know more than the Foxtrot, or he's going to learn more than the Foxtrot.
I suppose. You know what? I think now is the time. Let's get to our next C101 match. Just, if nothing else, let's get back to some wrestling. I'll feel more comfortable with wrestling, Michael.
Yeah, no,
let's
feel less violated
let's head to ringside.
Via ears.
Yeah. Hang on, folks. We're checking to see if the announcer's mic got disabled.
Warzone Tag Champion Scorpion Jack Abbott.
There we go. Here we have
folks.
Jack Abbott, one half of the Unified Tag Team Championship champions, coming for the next match in the C101.
Impressive showing. Was it last week or the week before?
He pretty impressive last week, yeah.
Last week, yes.
And introducing their competitor, one half of the Flashbang Tag Team Champions, The Madness.
Ooh, this match could set a interesting precedent, couldn't it?
Tag champion versus tag champion. I mean, we will eventually see the other side of this matchup in Block B. Because at some point, Kuso Kale will face Devin.
Kuso and the Madness, a formidable tag team in and of themselves. Let's see what happens when we get a piece of that mixing up with Shoot Nation.
We're already getting enough crossover between the shows. I mean, we have one belt that has gone cross-show as a singles title, the Interdimensional Championship, and of course the Trios Championship is a dual brand championship. But right now, let's focus on the C101. The Madness.
You misunderstood me. I absolutely want to see these two kick the crap out of each other right now. I'm not saying tag team competition.
You're going to see it.
I'm saying these two want a piece of each other.
And here's something to keep in mind. The Madness is also somebody sitting at 2 points, much as the Janitor was. He also really needs this win, or needs to have his fingers crossed the Gingerboi is going to lose later today to stay mathematically viable.
Gingy keeps his streak. He's going to be taking a lot of people out of this competition.
Yeah. Well, and we saw the Madness. The Madness has been going. The Madness has shown a propensity. Actually, both of these men have shown a love of removing the cushions on turnbuckles.
Yeah, and they both paid the price for it.
Yeah, they both like the brutality, but Jack Abbott stopped that, and he finally won another match, putting him at 4. So
it's almost like if we tell you the thing is cursed, maybe don't do it.
But who listens to us?
Nobody, Jerry, nobody. Just the lovely people at home.
Right. Well, meanwhile, the Madness has now sent Jack Abbott outside the ring and is just laughing at him.
Or the lovely denizens of cyberspace. I don't want to presume anything by saying home. There are plenty of ethereal beings who watch this show, I'm sure of it.
I mean, we know that there were specters hanging out when we didn't have human audiences over on Flashbang.
The specters come in whenever they can nab a free ticket, and by that I mean they just show up.
You know what? We've speaking of which, well, after this match we'll bring up something involving ghosts. But meanwhile, Jack Abbott power bombing the Madness.
Yeah, that power bomb up on the high shoulders. That's gonna fold over.
You know, this could be a rough one. I mean, Jack Abbott won that match last week, but he was in a whatever it takes. Oh, Tequila Sunrise!
Someone has such a unique style as the Madness. How are they going to fare against someone with MMA skills?
Well, like that, kicking him in the face. Jack Abbott bringing him to the... this is right now. This is all Jack Abbott. Ooh, counter by the Madness.
Strategy of hurt you, slam you down, hit you until you can't move anymore.
And now, what was that?
That was a bit of a... I mean, the new season of Cobra Kai did come out.
I was just going to say, is he a Cobra Kai fan? Because that's... And one!
Tied him up there.
And just a one count.
Jack Abbott across.
It's only 3 minutes
kicking out there.
It's only 3 minutes in the match. Oh, knee to the face.
And a stomp to the back.
Bringing him up and pushing him down.
Getting him in position for that double axe handle to the middle of the small of the back there.
I mean, it's all right. What are we going to have next? Jack Abbott in control. Camel clutch. And reverse. Oh, here we go. Into the corner goes Abbott.
Madness a bit too slippery to let that one stand for too long.
And all right. Oh no, God no, Madness. We've gone over this. That's bad luck.
It's a swinging neck breaker off the top, but
guess that's it for Madness. And yep, Jack taking him to the corner. This is not going to end well.
Going over. Hopefully, both of these competitors are stand-up individuals. No shenaniganry besides turnbuckles.
Yeah. Bringing him in the corner. What's he got planned? Oh, that was good.
Hurricane. Try and hit.
There's a lot of work for a Hurricane Rana. And again with the turnbuckle. And Madness, this isn't going to end well for you. We've seen this.
This is absolutely not going to end well. Trading blows there just to come out with a Hurricane Rana, but that's not enough for Jack Abbott.
Headbutt you. Frog splash.
Very technically sound frog splash there.
Ref's going over that turnbuckle again. Elbow strike. Inzaguri.
The ref trying to stay on top of it.
Yeah, and what's got green mist! Oh my God, he hit him with green mist!
The ref is fixing the turnbuckle.
He didn't see it. Now he's coming. Oh, 1, 2.
Ref, look at his face.
Oh my God!
And your winner, the Madness.
I mean, I knew it was a clutch moment for the Madness, but the green mist. Jack Abbott is going to be pissed.
He's stuck it to Shoot Nation with that one.
Well, the Madness gets 2 more points, putting him at 4, protecting his position as well.
And you know what I could use after a match like that?
Could you use a commercial break?
I could definitely use a commercial break.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, more action on Multiverse Nexus Wrestling.
Don't move a muscle.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue, but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lactatanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Firing Line are all proudly sponsored by Enraptured Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and rest of day looms looking to break the weary like monster-breaking human twig in a wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That's because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available on decaf, or when there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, Perfect Snap Photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You two can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zako action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zako's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zako Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Sampson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a carpenter.
Lowe's is great for tinkering with any hero gadgets.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
Oh, fucking damn it, Max, my wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination, threatening lawsuits from VIP, or harassment from Trashman Jones? You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorwheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS-DEFENSE. And remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back from break. And so much going on.
So much going on.
So many matches, so many people to hear from, so little time.
That is true. In fact, now, well, we're now in a moment that let's chalk this up to Fair is fair. We've got somebody who has something to say to the multiverse, but before we get there, looking at social media really quickly. First off, we have Mr. Butler saying maybe the removal of the second turnbuckle countered the removal of the first one, like a double negative.
Ah.
Possibly. And then we hear from, speaking of that, we have the champion from Flashbang, Victor Vicious. I may not like the madness, but I helped train him in Kuso, so him doing so well in the tournament is to be expected. Good old Victor Vicious.
Subtly taking kudos there.
Well, Victor Vicious making it about himself. And then also tweeting out on social media is Vinsmoke Sanjay with a medical update. He's reporting that his regeneration is nearly complete, but he's still on the road to recovery. He is going to speak to the world on the next firing line. The wolf is getting antsy and will soon break free of his cage. See you soon. And then also on social media, Kelly, the manager of Omega Pub. And she is asking, okay, who took the key to the hangar? And then one last minute, we're getting another mysterious tweet from the Merciless Merc account. Admittedly, poison isn't my usual method of choice, but effective. I've got to say, congratulations, Madness. Keep bringing the insanity.
I don't like hearing from that guy.
Yeah, in the meantime, we should head down to ringside, ladies and gentlemen. As we hear from Wilson. Do you like this? Is this what you remember? This? Me with hair? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a wig. It's a wig. Why? Because I want you all to remember the good old days. The funny, ha-ha days. You remember that? When I was just a joke to you all. The funny guy that firing line would mess around with, blurring out my face, admitting my name when I won championships. But those days are over. Because, you know what? You can only kick a dog so many times. But you know what the great thing about going through hell is? It changes you. Now, I sat home for the last 2 weeks without pay because Aldini thought it would be funny to put me up against a video game character. Well, I sat home without pay. That's fine, because now MNW's gonna pay. Not with money, no. MNW's gonna pay with pain. You're all gonna see what happens when the joke gets turned on you. So I hope you're all ready. I hope you've had a nice time, because the next time you see me, this wig is coming off, and you're gonna see the new Wilson. I'm not work rate. I'm not son of Will. Just Wilson. And Pupusa, stay out of my business or I'll make you regret it. Wow. And no music. He's just... Michael?
Sorry, I had the, I got a little, got a little disturbed there and leaned on the button.
Yeah, that's, this is... Oh boy. That is
was a very pointed promotional segment, shall we say.
That's one way to state it. Yeah. Oh boy, you know what? I think I like the jokey days better.
Yeah, I think we have another match here coming up and more people to hear from.
We do. Before we get down to the ring. So this came in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's before we get to our next matchup. Well, we got a few things to cover really fast. First out, let's get some things set up here from. All right. You know what? Let's just go ahead and hear now from our next competitors, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear from Seth Jackson and Gorewheel.
This is a lot of damn fun. We need to do this more often. I wanted to do this at a mega pub, but that place is too damn expensive, and they don't serve pizza 24/7 like I asked.
I feel that. That Burning Lounge place ain't all that snazzy either. Get way too sweaty from there with all the leather. It's like I'm in one of Conquest Bloodline's basements. And that reminds me. Nearly forgot to tell you this. We's got a match against one another coming up. Thought I should just give you the heads up.
Oh, alright, cool.
You good, mate? You don't seem too happy about this.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Just thinking I should probably get going.
Oh, come on, Jackson. You're not chickening out on me now, are you?
No, I just gotta go get Istanbul and get ready.
Oh, you guys don't have to put in all the effort. We're friends. We're not gonna hurt you. We can hold back a bit. Go on out there and put on a show. Give the people what they want. And we'll all walk away happy as can be.
I don't want to just give the people a show. I want to give them a match. I want to have a match. If we're gonna fight, then we're gonna fight.
Wait. You actually think that you're going into this believing you can win? Ah, Git. You need to know this, but this ain't Flashbang anymore. You're on a show with real fighters, not some pissy little kids like that Pumpkin Git or that one loser who never really won a match. What was his name again? Danky King? Donkey King?
Shut your goddamn mouth! You can make fun of me all you want. I'm not the sharpest shovel in the shed, I get that. I understand that, I think. But if I hear you talk about any of my friends one more time like that, I'm gonna—
You'll what? Drop an incoherent promo for a cheap pop?
I might. Or I might just shove that 80s shit hawk up your partner's glowing green radioactive ass.
I'd like to see you try that, Git. You's probably hit like your former APS teammates. Soft like a little bitch.
How's this for soft, you son of a bitch?
All right, strong words from Seth Jackson and Gorewheel. I guess we're gonna have a hell of a match coming up here, but really
Definitely
quick.
seemed like things got personal.
It did. It did. I mean, they started off great, and then that. In the meantime, tweeting out on social media, Mr. Butler, that Moogle had a family, you bald bastard. We all prayed for the Moogle.
Yeah, we did.
And then, of course, following up on that, Sasquatch Wing saying, this one confused. Wrestlers feel pain on daily basis. Wrestling hurt. That is given. So, yeah, I mean, he's not wrong.
I don't think he understands the amount of pain.
May not be. But then again, we have McMorgan tweeting out saying Gorewheel's not wrong. And then finally, a tweet out from Mega Blitz X. Oh, I see how it is. You try and make pizza days special, and they still complain because I don't give them enough times. All right, fine. I guess when you open up the first establishment, everyone else wants to open up ones better and cooler and all magical. You know, Mega Blitz X, of course. Speaking of Omega Pub, where he does plan the theme nights.
Apparently, just not enough pizza for Seth Jackson.
How? You know what? But they have Mr. Manatee cooking for them. I mean, the food's great. Have you've eaten an Omega Pub? The food's great.
It's all right.
Okay, well, maybe you'll be more happier hearing from Uzra from the Burning Lounge saying better ones, puts fingers to lips. Shh. Oh, jeez. You know what? This whole Burning Lounge Omega Pub thing is gonna just spill over. You know what? Before anything else happens, let's go to ring for our next match.
Let's see some tag team action.
Let's see some tag team action. Exactly. Here we go, folks.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Jackson Investigation Firm, Istanbul.
Here he is, Istanbul, the first recruit of the Jackson Investigation Firm, the organization we have retained to ensure that no supernatural interferences occur on Warzone. And Istanbul, a Turkish oil wrestler, but apparently in his youth, belonged to a group of people who did investigate the supernatural as a hobby.
Yep. Who better to investigate the supernatural than a greased-up Turkish man with a fantastic mustache?
That mustache itself, I'm sure, offers plenty of protection against spooks, specters, and things that go bump in the night.
I'm sure if you were some sort of horrible creature going bump in the night, you'd see that mustache, you'd take one look at it, you'd run the other direction. I know I would.
And introducing their partner, the other member of Jackson Investigation Firm, Seth Jackson.
And here he comes, the man himself, formerly of Arcane Protection Services, Seth Jackson, striking out on his own. Bringing justice, because he is Seth Justice Jackson.
Seth Justice Jackson. He was calling himself Action Jackson backstage, but I don't think he has the paperwork for that one.
No, you get one, Seth. You got justice. You won it. Everyone else that was using it signed it over to you. Just, pick one and stick with it, Seth. Come on. I'll say this. Whatever you want to say about Seth Jackson, he's been doing good on the supernatural protection work.
Has he? What has he done?
He's been doing some. We haven't had problems in weeks.
And introducing their opponents, the Toxic Wastelanders.
And
Tiff is going to have their hands full with these two.
That's, Big Papa Plutonium and Gore Wheel coming to the ring. This is what's going to happen. The Warlord of the Wasteland and the Atomic Adonis.
Seems like a bit of a friendship scorned we have going on here.
Well, apparently they initially were getting friendly when Seth Jackson was investigating, when he did hear that the main man was in fact a revenant. He was dead and the radiation brought him back to life. But, determined that it was a scientific resurrection and not a supernatural one, so he gave him a pass.
I don't know what any of those words means, but we're about to head into a fantastic tag team match.
Well, there it goes. And immediately, Istanbul goes up against Gorewheel and gets...
He came up short.
He gets slammed for his efforts. It's, I'd say when you're dealing with somebody like Gorewheel, the best thing to do is just focus on the wrestling and don't do anything that'll have them file an injunction.
Absolutely not, and there may be injunctions filed. The whole Turkish oil thing might create an unsafe workspace.
I'm sure that would have already happened if it was going to happen. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Gorewheel, if you're new to MNW, Gorewheel, not only is he a wrestler from a Toxic Wasteland, he is, of course, a lawyer. And when members of the roster need legal help, he's the person they turn to.
Former member of Nakano Worldwide as well.
Yeah, Gordon Wheeler, a.k.a. Gorewheel. Oh, and throw it on the outside. Seth Jackson has to duck his own partner. Gorewheel playing to the crowd.
The tag team champs definitely trying to have some one-upmanship here.
Well, I mean, can you blame them? Especially after they they were having a nice night and then things got weird.
As they do when you tend to go out for nice nights.
You'd think, it's gonna be fine, and then the next thing you know, somebody's throwing an appetizer at your head.
Yep. Next thing you know, you come home alone forever. Anyway. Istanbul.
That got weird.
Oh, it didn't.
All right, let's focus on this match. Hey, look at that.
Istanbul taking control there.
Yeah, he is, and
the very showy slam there.
Breaking the count. The oil wrestler, not one who's going to easily give up on not easily intimidated by a man from a wasteland.
Notice his seemingly lackadaisical pace when it comes to wrestling. That's all by design. He knows what he's doing.
And Carcaradon tweeting out, he can confirm Gordon Wheeler is one of the most professional lawyers he's ever worked with. But, Gorewheel needs to get back in the ring, or this could be a very short, very honestly disappointing match. Oh, there he goes.
There we go. Take this back into the ring, boys. Come on.
And while all this is going on, let's remember that what's going on right now in the tag team division is everyone's putting on show, trying to impress the brass, because at the culmination of the C101, 1, 2, good, kick out. At the culmination of the C101, Shoot Nation is going to need challengers for their tag belts.
Absolutely. So these tag teams definitely have a lot to prove. And Seth Jackson with the tag in. Tag team maneuver.
Right. That was... people are weapons. Oh,
using
people
the
are weapons.
As a weapon. Just for a 2 count. That was an impressive maneuver.
I'm just thinking Istanbul strong enough to pick up a man the size of Seth Jackson and slam him on the Gorewheel.
And Seth Jackson has a thick enough skull to be used as said weapon.
Oh, again, Gorewheel showing his displeasure. I was going to say, the Toxic Wastelanders, the previous tag champions, looking to maybe get their gold back. And, never mind. For a minute there, I thought that was going to be it with a gory impact hit. I thought he fell asleep. Gorewheel hit the gory impact, but Seth got back up.
I think he tried to take a nap in the ring is what that was.
I don't know. I mean, let's be honest. Ever since they became, Istanbul joined up, Jackson Investigation Firm has been a very impressive tag team. But
I don't think they've picked up a loss yet.
However, this is still the Toxic Wastelanders, 2-time tag team champions.
Big Papa Plutonium.
Big Papa Plutonium taking it.
The Atomic Adonis with that absolutely devastating drop kick to the side of the head.
And, Seth knocked down by Domain Man.
Set him up, knock him down, knocked down indeed.
And now just getting choked out.
Just pinning him pinning him up against that canvas. Jackson needs to go for that tag out at this point.
Yeah, but honestly, even though he's so close to Istanbul, this is the experience of Big Papa Plutonium, keeping him cut off from his partner.
Yeah, keeping his body between Jackson and Istanbul.
Oh, stunner!
Ooh.
Well, jawbreaker. And now Seth turning it around.
For that jawbreaker. He got that.
Oh, he's got the ankle lock. Oh, Seth is a master of this move. This is a bad place for Big Papa Plutonium.
It's not a good place to be. Kick to the face, and he's out of it, though. That's going to shred up your leg and knee.
And up he goes, and...
Up he goes, going for the buckle bomb!
And now...
And a stomp to the back to add insult to injury.
Thought for a minute Big Papa was good. Oh, no, he's loading up. Oh, no, here it comes, ladies. Oh, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, death is stalking Seth Jackson. There it comes. We know what this means. Ladies and gentlemen, Half-Life!
Oh, Half-Life.
And
executed on Seth Jackson, busting him open.
Oh, barely.
Broken up barely by Istanbul.
Oh, but Istanbul pays for it. Kick to the back of the head from Big Papa Plutonium.
Seth still suffering the effects of that Half-Life. Ooh.
Oh.
Having his face ground against the canvas there.
This might be the first loss for Jackson. Oh, no. Oh. Again, just... Yep. Headbutt.
It's the chain of headbutts there. This I don't think this is the type of match that fans expected. This is becoming very brutal.
I think that I think that it got really personal in that bar. Okay, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Seth Jackson.
What is he made of?
Well, radiation. Oh, you meant Seth. Seth?
Yeah.
Seth Pizza from mostly we can tell.
He has been eating pizza for long enough that probably makes up a majority of his cells.
It looked like he was going to get a reversal on the main man. But no, he's going up for a ride. Oh, okay, here we go. And that was but kicking out of it, literally. But reversed again by the Atomic Adonis.
This is not where Seth Jackson wants to be.
Not at all.
Opposite corner.
Seth needs a tag badly.
Being chopped on the back like that.
He doesn't even know where he's in. He's over by the red corner. He doesn't want to be there. And outside the ring, and now just
completely isolated. Oh no!
And Big Papa chasing him. This is Seth going for a rolling dodge.
Made that dodge, a knee to the gut there, trying to get back to the other side of the ring.
Just barely missed those stairs.
That flatliner cutting it close. Dropping him to his stomach.
We're up to a count of 6.
Over once again. Both competitors out of the ring. Oh! Gut checking.
Oh no,
he's Jackson on the stairs.
Oh no. No, not this way! Not this way!
Not that.
Oh, the Toxic Wastelanders!
Toxic Wastelanders picking up the win!
That's picking up the win!
The Toxic Wastelanders!
I think that's the Wastelanders telling Seth what they think of him.
That was less of a tag team match, more of just a brutal beating by these two men.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry with it. You know what? I'm going to have a talk with the brass about this. Because, no, this one is not over.
I'd imagine not. I'd imagine that Seth Jackson's going to be very upset when he wakes up. Either that or very hungry.
I mean...
Or both.
Both? Why not both?
Yep. Both.
Well, in the meantime, we have a lot more going on as we get ready for what's coming next. First off, we have another man. Okay, I need you to brace yourself.
Oh?
We're about to hear from someone. Literally, we're about to hear from someone.
Oh.
Are you ready, Michael?
I'm ready. You're leaving me in anticipation here, Jerry.
Pete, are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Enigma.
Good evening, MNW. Far too long I have been called the man of mystery during my time here on Warzone. Was the silence that my fellow peers began to come up with theories of whom I may be under the mask? Maybe. Could it be the unknown origin that makes everyone add to those theories to figure me out? Possibly. Who am I to ruin their fun with their conspiracies and theories, however? I am Enigma, and as my New Year's resolution, I no longer will remain silent for MNW. Now and forever, I will speak to all of you. And if there is a mystery that needs help solving, you only need to ask. I look forward to seeing any of you in the ring in the near future. But Happy New Year, MNW.
Well, I guess that's one mystery solved. We know what he sounds like now.
Yeah, but
he's still a mystery.
That leaves every other question.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think if nothing else, that proves one of the theories was wrong. He was not one of the former heavyweight champions in a mask.
And from the sounds of it, he is not a, bag full of hedgehogs either. That was another theory I saw.
That was your theory.
And it was a damn good theory, all right? He smells like a hedgehog. All right.
Meanwhile, tweeting out again on social media, the Merciless Merc account, Justice Jackson, this pizza-fed quack and his slicked-up partner are in for a rude awakening if they try to institute their naive notion of justice so blatantly in the open. I'm quite familiar with the record of someone else who did so, who openly pursue it. Props to you for keeping an eye on what's important in your competitive spirit, but understand the target you're putting on your back, Seth. All right, this Merciless Merc giving a little bit of advice to our
friendly advice. Hopefully,
friendly question mark.
Yeah,
kind of
big. So many question marks today, Jerry.
So many question marks. However, I think what we need. So somebody else wanted some ring time to address an issue. So we're going to head to ringside right now, Michael.
Let's head on down the ringside.
Head on down.
Moving on up.
And we're about to hear from the Lion Lotus himself, Alpha Kong. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Alpha Kong, your Lion Lotus, and the leader of Omega Club. And I have something that has been eating at me. The issue that has been happening between us and Chained Hell. For how long has it been? Months? I'm losing track of the time on this. So let us make this simple. We need to bring this to a conclusion. So, Hightower, as one faction leader to another, I ask you, join me in the ring. Come out and face me. We need to settle this once and for all. I beseech you, Hightower, do not keep me waiting. This has gone on for too long. And I know that if we went by win accumulation, Mega Club would be far ahead. But that is not settling anything. So, come and face me in the ring if you've got the balls. Well, I guess bringing his testicles into it was enough for Hightower.
Yeah, you don't bring up someone's manhood like that and take it lightly, so here he comes.
And there he is, folks, the leader of Chained Hell, Hightower, a man who looks like 10 miles of hard road on his face. That's a gutsy move, Kong. Challenging my manhood like that. You know what? I was gonna come out anyway, because it's not like you can threaten me, Pipsqueak. So, let's hear it. What is it you want? Do we gonna do another tag match? Gonna face off in another showcase? What is it? Oh, no. You know, I've been thinking about this. It goes back and forth. We have fought now between Omega Club and Chained Hell. We have fought in just about every combination possible. And yet, it just keeps going. No, we need a definitive end. Oh, you want a definitive end, huh? You know, are you feeling threatened? Your little Omega Club? Finally feeling the heat of being up against the burning lounge. So you want to, you can beat us in the ring, but you can't beat us in the business place? What is it you're looking for? What is it you're looking for? Well, it's interesting you bring up our establishments, because what I'm going to say is this. I've been putting my head together. I've had a couple of meetings with Jerry Aldini, and I've got an idea. Let's have a special match after the C101. Let's have a bar crawl brawl. How does that sound? Bar crawl? What the hell is a bar crawl brawl? Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. You know, it's you coming up with some silly rules. Name it, whatever it is. We'll be there. We'll beat the hell out of you. How does that sound? Well, it sounds like you're getting the spirit of this. It's all of us. You bring your people, I bring my people. We just have it all out. How about, what is it, 4-on-4? Yes, you only have 4 people. We'll have somebody stay behind. But other than that, it's all on the table. Let's do this once and for all. I like the sound of that. But, why wait? Let's have a preview! Oh, God! He headbutted him and he got right back up. Well, here we go. Oh.
And the Barney has begun. Oh.
It's begun and the crowd is hush. The crowd can't believe what they're seeing. There it is, Alpha Kong and Hightower! Oh, spine buster!
I never believe what I'm seeing.
Oh. And it's now just, we're now in a land of pure brutality. Oh, lariat down, and now the ref is trying to intercede. Oh, the ref trying to hold off against Hightower and
putting his body on the line there. Oh,
this, okay.
All right, let's go. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to try to break this up.
ladies and gentlemen, we're cutting the feed. Let's get some order down in ringside. Oh, jeez. Okay, now we're getting everyone. Oh, jeez. It's chaos in the ring. Omega Club is coming out. Chained Hell is coming out.
Outside. Okay, stay away. Oh, jeez.
Okay, now we have other members of the roster coming out, trying to separate them. There's Pupusa. There's Sasquatch Wing. They're trying to separate everyone. It's insanity. Oh, jeez. We're gonna definitely need to get some order down in the ring. In the meantime, while we're trying to get things established so we can get down to our next matchup, let's hear from someone else. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the myth incarnate Beowulf.
As the cycle of this year comes to a close, it reminds me when I thought my time was coming to a close. Bleeding on the ground, my life fading. The rotten carcass of the dragon stinging my nostrils. For a moment I thought the Valkyries came to me, to take me to the Golden Hall. But no. I just came back to Midgard. Barred from my destiny, cursed to walk this realm, permanently scarred. Multiverse, this year? Oh. It was but a taste of what I have to offer. Let 2021 be but a warning. From my well-talked-about debut, to the war I had with pain, and then to this would-be All-Father. My saga is not done, and you of MNW shall bear witness to the next chapter. For I am the Dragon Slayer. Ya are Beowulf.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It is Beowulf, the myth incarnate. And we're getting the ring is getting cleared. In the meantime, we've got this tweet coming in from Gorewheel. Take this as your last and only friendly bit of advice, Steph. Stay down and get out of my way, because it's about time the multiverse met its con of cons. That's fair warning, I suppose. Ladies and gentlemen,
many things teeing off.
I mean, he can. By the way, ladies,
start the new year.
Speaking of the new year, Michael. Speaking of the new year, it's a new year, so you know what time it is? It's time.
What time is it?
It's time to vote on this year's the Nexus Awards. Are you ready for the Nexus, Michael?
You know what? I was so ready for the Nexus that everything fell apart and just broke all at once. I am ready for these Nexus.
That's right, folks. Well, it's time. You nominated, and then we gathered those nominations, and from it, we now have the voting forms ready for this year's Nexus, the 2021 Nexus. Yeah, we're in 2022, but the Nexus Awards, we're going to vote on. We got a little bit of a late start this year, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We are going to be posting, and if you look in our social media chat, you will find there are 2 different awards forms you can vote on. One for Flashbang, one for Warzone. Everyone can vote on everything, and we will find out who will be this year's winners and losers. Last year, it was exciting. We had crazy amounts of voting. We had ties. We had matches coming out of Nexus winners. We had a Penguin win an award. It was nuts.
A Penguin did indeed win an award. We had 2 competitors split an award. That was
And we had Nero Napier getting tired of coming up and accepting awards.
Absolutely, just collecting them. So you need to get out there and vote, folks. Get out there and vote for your favorite segments, your favorite characters, your favorite gimmicks. You gotta get out there and vote.
In the meantime, tweeting out on social media is Sergeant Major Payne. Listen, Wolf, anytime you want to get back in another round, let me know. I'll be glad to kick your ass again. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get down for our next and a pivotal, I would say, match in the C101. Because this is the one everyone's been worried about. Let's head down to ringside.
The following is a C101 match. Introducing first, representing one half of the Sentinels, Daverman.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hero of MNW, the man who freed Vinsmoke Sanji from the hat, the man who has been mentoring Sparrow. He fights for justice. It's Daverman.
A certified 100% homegrown hero here.
Yeah, he originally Daverboy. After his ordeal with the hat, returned to his home universe, worked with his superhero mentors, and he got promoted to full-fledged hero. No longer a boy, he is Daverman. And he has a monumental task ahead of him. Everyone...
Most heroes.
Well, yes, but ladies and gentlemen, just about everyone else in the C101 is probably rooting for Daverman right in this moment. And you're about to see why.
And introducing their competitor, Gingerboi.
Gingerboi, currently undefeated in the C101. He leads the pack. Everyone has got their eyes on him because if he pulls much more ahead, he's going to be hard to catch up to. If Gingerboi wins, Aiden Xero's match doesn't even matter later today because he'll be mathematically out of contention for winning. And Daverman, what bigger task is there than going after the man who is currently undefeated? Michael, you might want to let me check your mic. Ladies, Michael Montoya is having a little trouble with his microphone. We'll be fixing that here in a second.
Over the top rope.
Yeah, but we got Pete. And, yep, over the top rope. Oh! As they go back and forth. Oh, Gingerboi just,
almost getting thrown into that railing.
Well, his theme song says it all. Brutality. But he's up against the hero, Daverman. So you've got a striker and a flyer against an MMA submission specialist.
That is correct.
And now he's just sizing him up. Oh! And you know what? Sometimes that helmet comes in handy.
Yeah, the little kind of fin shape to the top. Yeah,
apparently,
so that's got to be quite painful.
Apparently it's not sharp, though.
Well, sure.
Daverman plays fair. Oh! Not even getting to the 1 count before Daverman gets out of that bridge. Gingerboi now playing to the crowd. Gingerboy's ahead, and he knows that this has been the big... Oh, never mind. Jawbreaker.
Drop kick.
Gingerboy came into this tournament with his rivalry against Aiden Xero. And they both were talking about how they're going to do. Gingerboy focused laser on winning this tournament. Aiden not picking up a win yet because Gingerboy's living in his head rent-free. And a 1 count on Gingerboy.
Kick to the gut.
Yep.
Oh.
And a flip.
Snapmare.
All right, I'm sorry about that.
And Michael's back.
Oh, there we go. We got it fixed.
There we
Excellent.
go. And off the ropes. And again, getting Daver into the first submission hold of the match. Daverman kicking right out.
You see, Eric Erickson likes to pull this prank on me by sending me images of Simon the Psycho. I looked at one for too long, and I don't know where I went. But I'm back now.
We've you know what? You gotta be careful about that. Oh, and Daverman returning the favor of getting a hold on Gingerboy, but that's rough when you're dealing with an expert in submission like Gingy. Over the top rope goes Gingerboy, and Daver flying right after him.
Just dumping the Mad out of the ring.
Both men considered main event contenders. Both men being considered for possible heavyweight contention. And as we said, whoever wins the C101 gets a heavyweight title shot on their respective show, unless it's the champs. And one of the things that's been pointed out is that title shot doesn't necessarily have to be from your home show.
It does not.
Victor Vicious said if he wins, instead of picking a contender for his belt, he's going to go after Zako's.
Yeah, he's going to go to be Vicky Two Belts. Hopefully not.
I really don't know that I'm comfortable with that name.
What, Vicky Two Belts?
Yeah.
That's a great name. It's a genius. It's a genius name. You want to know why?
It better not be because you.
Because I came up with it.
That's what I was afraid of. Anyway, back to the ring action.
We get to tell. We get to tell him that it was your idea.
Yeah. When Victor asks who came up with Vicky Two Belts, we'll say it was Michael.
And I will stand proudly and claim that. Anyway, let's get back to the match.
Yeah. Oh, brutal takedown by Gingerboy.
Head scissors takedown.
And now, onto this shoulder. He's just wearing down the arm of Daverman. And now, getting him into that. Stretching him out. Another submission hold on Daver. Daver powers out. Never doubt the strength of a superhero.
Experience. Is that going to outweigh that flashy style of a superhero?
I mean, it's the difference, a striker and a flyer versus a ground technician and a submission expert. You could not see two more contrasting styles in this tournament.
So as long as Gingerboy keeps Daverman from getting onto those ropes, from pulling off any of those high-flying maneuvers,
well, getting him on the outside is probably a good start for that. And just bringing his legs down on his abdomen.
And continuing that theme, absolutely stomping the crud out of his guts.
And, just a punch to the face.
Trading right hands, these two competitors, and bouncing the head of Daverboy off the ring apron. That helmet not doing much when it's that level of concussive force.
And here he comes.
Interrupting that count.
Just stomping on Daver. Gingy bringing the pain, as it were. just working on his head. Actually,
And for you
looks like
folks at home, that ring canvas ain't doing much to pad things out for our competitors. There's enough give to make a compatible surface, but not much more than that.
Now Gingerboi taking a minute to survey the carnage. Drink in the violence, as it were. But the power of Daverman getting out of that hold. But the rough thing, every submission hold wears down Daver just a little bit more.
Oh, what was that? Trying to get into the face of Daverman. Daverman not taking it.
Swinging neck breaker into a pin. 1, 2, and Gingy kicks out. The hero of MNW versus the mad lad of London.
Simple maneuvers, even like that neck breaker, taken to the extreme by our hero, Daverman. Is he gonna fly?
Looks like
he's gonna fly!
Oh, yeah, there he goes.
Up, and away.
Diving left hand. Oh no! Top rope to the outside.
This is Daverman switching it into his type of match after that up and away. He's now bringing it.
Can he stay on this roll?
Putting him back into the ring. Now what's he planning? Now he's just keeping control of that arm and punching Gingerboi down. This is what now getting into a headlock of his own.
Dragging those arms into the lariats. Got the headlock, trying to put all of his weight vertically on top of that headlock.
Again,
hinging the arm, putting the 200+ pounds straight on the neck.
Daverman's advantage in this match is his speed and agility. Oh, wait, what are we setting up for here? Could it be? Oh, I think he's getting ready for it. Ladies and gentlemen, the ref knows what's coming. He's getting out of the way. World's finest!
World's finest to the face of Gingerboi. Showboating a bit with a backflip. You got to make that pin, Daver. You got to make that pin.
Going for a wheelbarrow stunner.
Oh, he's not done. Wheelbarrow stunner. Stomp to the back. It's time. It's time for go to the cover.
Going for the
got
pin.
A full
One,
cover on
two.
1, 2, and a kick out.
Again, the kick out by Gingerboi. Daver going uptown.
London is not done, folks.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful speeding bullet.
A beautiful flipping senton.
Or I'm sorry, that one.
Maneuver.
Sorry, that one was the up and away.
You see,
trying to keep him straight sometimes. So many flying maneuvers. 1, 2, and Daverman kicks out at 2.
Especially coming out of a competitor like Daverman, who thrives on that top rope, not on the ground flat on his back, as we've seen.
Standing moonsault. And a DDT. Taking a page out of the Janitor's book.
Stomped there, good reversal
stretching,
by
getting him into that submission hold. Stretching him out.
Trying to take away those arms and thus taking away the balance there on the top ropes. It's going to disable that world's finest, and it's going to make the balance harder to get off for that up and away.
Which really is a sound strategy from Gingerboi. I mean, there is a reason Gingerboi is undefeated in this tournament so far.
Yeah, if you try to take the legs out from Daverboy, he's just going to keep flying. He's that resilient when it comes to those legs. An elevated cover here. Nope. Not enough. Again, that elevated coverage specialty is getting onto that chest and pinning the shoulders to the mat, though it leaves the entire lower body.
Once again in a pin, 2, and a kick out again by Gingerboi.
Full standard cover, still not enough. A little bit of frustration on the face of Daverman there.
Again with the standing
Still
moonsault.
determined.
Well, this is what he has to do. He has to keep this pace fast and keep it on Gingerboi.
Defying those laws of gravity. Going after his competitor. No holds barred here from Daverman.
Now, Gingy back up.
Getting him in that side headlock.
Trying
we have a roll through. Roll through.
Oh, good job by Daverman. But again, Gingerboi knows how to get out of a move like that.
Getting a submission on someone like the Mad Lad is not going to be an easy feat.
Great Inzaguri by Daverman.
Yeah, indeed, that step up Inzaguri finding its mark on the face. Gingerboi.
He's got to keep the pressure on Gingerboi because Daverman's already been in several submission holds. The body can only handle that for so long.
Kick to the spine. The forearm across the chest, taking him to the floor. Laying him out in the middle of the ring. Going for another standing moonsault.
That seems to be a good go-to for him right now.
Moonsaults on him.
And again, the kick out by Gingerboi. Gingerboi has no quit.
You know, the standing moonsaults anchored in that lucha style, not only for the gracefulness, but also the swinging, the rotation force. That's going to drive not just the abdomen into the abdomen of your competitor, but it's going to drive those knees, those hips, that swinging motion into the side of your competitor.
Oh no! Here it goes!
Oh no!
There it is! There it is! London Dungeon!
London Dungeon, that variation of a flying choke that we all know so well! Not enough! Daverman powering through!
Daverman. Oh, now bringing... Yeah. It was a good thing he got out of that quick. A London Dungeon is a brutal hold.
We're lifted back up, kicking the leg. Good striking
bringing
combination.
Down Daverman.
Taking him to the mat, ground and pound. There's again some of that MMA, some of that practical fighting prowess from Gingerboi.
Oh, brutal kick.
Massive pump kick to the face. Daverman regaining composure, sending this back to inside of the ring. Up and over into a DDT. Beautiful there.
And bringing him back up. And a bulldog. And then again, that press-up cover. I don't think it's that effective, guys, as Gingerboi seems to agree with me. Oh, and a lariat from Gingerboi bringing down the hero. Bringing him back up. Oh, flip.
You know, that press-up cover is effective if your opponent is trying to roll over. Not so effective if they have, you know, legs free to kick out, which is most of the time.
Yeah. Oh, and bringing him down. This is getting brutal, but we have less than 5 minutes in this match.
On that.
And I'm not sure that, I'd have to check the math. I'm not sure a tie is going to help the rest of the roster. They really need Daver to win this, or Gingerboi will just be far out in the lead.
There are definitely more than a few competitors backstage with their fingers crossed, eyes glued to monitors at this very moment.
Well, I think every time Gingerboi gets somebody in a... Oh, like this! One,
beautiful
two.
German suplex into the cover.
I was going to say, every time Gingerboi gets Daverman into a submission hold, everyone backstage in the tournament... Oh, like this! The Mad Lad lock! Ah, the Mad Lad lock! He's got it! Oh! Oh, no!
Again, David must have had these scouted. Doing sit-ups all day, getting that abdomen strength in there.
Yeah, but still, you can see the toll it's taking on Daverman. He is running on fumes at this point. Oh! So when you're running on fumes, what's the best thing to do? Flip your opponent down outside the ring.
Yeah, you got to use that gravity to your advantage.
Going
Speaking
upstairs. Oh, and an elbow. Flying elbow.
Beautiful flying elbow drop straight to the center of the ring. Got good travel on that elbow.
All right.
Up and over. 2.
That is a single bound, my friend.
Bound into that pin combination, using his opponent's body weight against him.
And again, the standing moonsault. What are we gonna see?
And we are at under 3 minutes.
It's now or never, and up, and away. 1, 2,
180 seconds.
3. Daverman does it.
And
up
your
away, puts him down.
Daverman.
Daverman.
Sighs of relief.
And Daverman advances in the tournament and breaks the winning streak of Gingerboi. But you can see on his face, he worked for this victory. He suffered for this victory.
Looks like he busted a lip.
I'm not surprised when you're in the ring with the Mad Lad of London. Now, this doesn't change the fact that Gingerboi is still out in front, but his momentum has been stalled a little. Almost everyone is still mathematically alive in this tournament. Everyone but one person. One person he has... So Gingerboi is lost.
Condition 1 has been met.
But
in order for Aiden Xero to stay in this competition.
That is
correct. Condition number 2.
Yeah, Aiden has to win his match. But that's a hill to climb because Aiden's opponent is Madjack.
And of course, with defeating Gingerboi, what a heroic victory for Daverman.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. Well, we have let's go really quick. Last week, there was an amazing match in our main event. It was Buck Bumble, the Latino B, facing Raphael Sampson for the Big Oof Championship. The judge of the multiverse stood tall, but it was a great match, and a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about the future of the Latino B, including the B himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from Buck Bumble.
Viva la raza, Multiverse. So I lost the match to Raphael. I'd be lying if I said that I'm not disappointed that I do not hold the title. What I am truly not disappointed over was the match. Bar none, that was the most fun I have had in all of my time here, even if I'll be sore for weeks afterward. While I am quite miffed, to say the least, about the interruptions of a certain pair, I refuse to let that put a damper on such a great time. Who knows, maybe someday in the future we can throw it on again without any outside interference. Title match or no title match. Haha. Who am I kidding? You'd still probably kick my butt. But seriously, Raphael, Sasquatch, if you two need any help in the future, let me know. I'd be more than happy to fight alongside you two. Until next time, and Happy New Year's, Multiverse.
Viva la raza, ladies and gentlemen. He fly, he sting, he be. And meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Constantinople, thank the gods this feud is coming to a conclusion. Fights are what I live for, but I feel like it's been stagnating for both sides. Time for Chained Hell to move forward. So there you hear it from the constant nightmare of Chained Hell. He's looking forward to this bar crawl brawl against Omega Club. Well, we still have a lot of amazing matches. We're getting into the home stretch. But now we've got to get to another set of... this next match is interesting. McMorgan, the former hardcore champion, stated that he felt a little disappointed because when Dagarik beat him, it wasn't as high impact a match as Dagarik's defenses against Lade Hireold and TJ the Mint Gable. So McMorgan wants another shot, and I think McMorgan is less interested in the title and more interested in
putting on a more brutal show.
Brutal show against Dagarik. Last week, he had challenged the other two contenders. Last week, Hireold came out to politely accept when he was rudely interrupted by Suplex Sam, who says he should get the shot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to have the matchup that was accepted. Let's head down to ringside.
The following is a hardcore match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Lade Hireold.
There you have him, the French-Canadian daredevil himself, Lade Hireold, Captain Quebec, and the hashtags of Get Laid already tweeting out on social media. He is a popular wrestler here in MNW, and popular not just for his great in-ring action, but just how darn nice and polite he is.
You know, even I have to admit, he's a pleasant conversationalist and a professional acting wrestler.
Cool, calm.
We have plenty of professional wrestlers here, but this man, true professional.
I mean, he's the epitome of professionalism. And here he comes, and, well, but now, his opponent.
And introducing their competitor, McMorgan.
A paragon of a different type of hospitality, shall we call it.
McMorgan is a man who loves to fight. That's what he lives for. It's what his whole reason for being. He has had some of the most brutal matches, both as a winner and a loser, in Multiverse Nexus wrestling history. Former hardcore champion. And in the end, all he seems to be really interested in is a good fight.
Yeah, the type of guy to have a beer with and then immediately punch you straight in the schnoz.
I mean, it's like his goal is to just be the embodiment of that particular stereotype of Scotland.
See, I would say you have that backwards. It's punch somebody in the face and then buy them a beer.
I mean, why not both?
¿Por qué los dos?
Vicious cycle.
And here they go. And right off the bat, McMorgan living up to his reputation.
Immediately bowling over. The Quebecois killer. I don't know if that's going to stick. I just made it up.
Probably not, especially because, he's not, he's too polite to kill. Quebecois conqueror. What the hell?
What is going on?
That's Suplex Sam's music.
What it?
Suplex Sam, who
kidding
rudely
me?
interrupted Oh no, he's in the ring! Oh!
With an ambush, she rolled him up. Oh my god!
Oh no! Get him out of there, ref!
With the high crotch suplex. What?
And McMorgan going for the cover. I don't think McMorgan realized what happened. I think he was still stunned.
I don't think he saw any of that.
And Sam landed Hireold right on his head. Hireold still seems dazed, but is trying to get the match back in gear.
Seemingly not hitting as hard as he usually does, but still trying to stay competitive, keep the offense on his side, but he can't maintain it for long.
Oh, a headbutt from Hireold. He's still trying. Oh, and a shoulder block from McMorgan.
Yeah, repaying that headbutt tenfold.
Suplex Sam, of course, saying that he should be the next in line to get a shot at Dagarik's belt, that both McMorgan and Hireold have had their shot.
Something tells me this is going to lead to even more of a tizzy down the road.
McMorgan, I still don't think McMorgan knows what happened.
I guess McMorgan thought he knocked him out with that hand.
Maybe. I mean, McMorgan seemed pretty out of it when Sam came into the ring.
Bowling over both competitors.
Now
Morgan firmly in the driver's seat here.
The problem is, again, since it's a hardcore match, even though the ref saw Sam, he can't disqualify him. There's no DQs in this match.
There is no DQs. There's no alliances here. It's just straight brutality.
Oh, just slapping. Oh, it's just rude. Don't be rude to Hireold. He wouldn't be rude to you. Oh! Well, there you go.
Yeah, this has got to be it.
And kicks out. Oh, good on Hireold. I mean, especially after what Sam did to him. This is. I'm sorry. That was just. I'm.
What are you, Canadian now? You a Canuck now, Jerry? What are you apologizing for?
I will have you.
This is a hardcore match.
I'll have you know, sir. I come from the great state of Washington. And
that's why you have horrible taste in coffee.
Take that back.
Never.
And meanwhile, why is the ref counting? This is not a,
this is the ref.
Ref, it's a hardcore match. Did the ref? Did the ref not get the memo?
Somebody slip him a note. What's happening? Ref? Ref, they're allowed to...
Back in the ring. And Hireold still going for it. Getting pumped.
You know what I bet it is? I think just for his own health. For bookkeeping's sake, I think Hireold asked the ref to continue counting. As a polite man he is, he probably wants to keep things in the ring. Though it is a hardcore match.
I mean, possibly. But, you know, it's still a hardcore match.
Listen, he'll fight it the
way he
wants to fight
you know,
it.
He's polite, but he is not shy about bringing the brutality.
Absolutely not.
And at this point, it's mostly just trading blows, although it looks like it's all Hireold right now.
Hireold able to recover from that attack pretty quickly.
Kick out by McMorgan.
McMorgan either has truly been stunned and pummeled or simply biding his time, which is a genuine strategy to use in these sort of matches.
And a 2 count, and kick out at 2 by McMorgan. Hireold can't believe what's happening at this point.
Especially when the tables and chairs and ladders and whatnot start coming out, those sledgehammers, those baseball bats, those kendo sticks. You gotta preserve your body.
Stretching out McMorgan's arm.
You gotta have good conditioning to take that kind of a beating over and over and over again.
Now, bringing up the okay, getting a headlock. Ref, get out of the way. You're blocking the camera. Oh, there we go.
Working the little squat. Trying to get out of that rear naked choke.
And elbows to the gut of Hireold.
His elbows driven in. Slingshot to the corner.
Good job. I mean, you know what? Hireold still got a shot here.
Hireold with a standing splash taken.
Flipped over by McMorgan. Thrown to the corner. Ah!
Bit of a unique headlock takeover there into a flatliner.
1, 2, 3. Oh,
3.
Oh, I think he knocked him out.
And your winner, McMorgan.
I don't think Hireold was ever quite the same in the match after that attack by Sam.
Who couldn't fight a battle on 2 fronts?
Who knows how this match might have gone if Sam hadn't interfered. Ref is currently checking on Hireold. McMorgan gets out of the ring now. McMorgan is looking a little confused.
I'll have to make a prediction for next week, and my prediction is that Hireold won't appreciate that rude maneuver by Suplex Sam.
My prediction is McMorgan, once he figures out what happened, won't like that maneuver.
He's just going to be pissed.
McMorgan wants a clean fight. And meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Madjack. A few weeks ago, I made the mistake of underestimating Jack Abbott. A mistake I won't be making tonight. That being said, it's pretty hard to underestimate a man who can't get a win to save his life. Don't be sad, Aiden. Tonight, you will be part of history. You will get to be one of the many who failed to stop me from winning the C101 and ripping the world title off of this joke of a show. You have a whole title on your own show you could go for, Madjack.
You see, this is why I talk garbage about the Flashbang competitors.
Okay, I mean, fair enough.
Because they're not civil.
I don't want him coming in. Please don't make Madjack come to the table. He's in the arena.
He doesn't know where we are.
Say
We're in a secure location.
He'll find us.
You're adorable.
No, it's fine. Folks.
McMorgan just tweeted up
on the walls.
I think McMorgan just figured out what happened. We just got this tweet. The time for words is over, Sam. You're a dead man. You and me. Show me you're more than a 2-bit fucking coward. So that prediction came true. Well, before we get to our next match, folks, we need to hear from one of the competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Multiverse Heavyweight Champion, Zako Duo.
A new year, a new drive, a new me. I've had time during our break to really look in the mirror and see what needed to be changed. Since my loss to Madjack, I've had to recontemplate what my priorities are in this company now. Winning this C101 gives me the chance to pick my opponent to challenge me for this title. While Mr. Vicious has made his intentions clear, for me, I'll gladly pick someone who I believe deserves a chance in the spotlight that has been overlooked in this company for years. Someone who should be recognized for their hard work and dedication alongside me for all their time in MNW. I'm all about bringing out the best, and I can promise you that when I win this tournament. But first, Lady Boots, you're the first roadblock for me in 2022. Unlike the rest of your worthless drones, I won't bow to you. I'm the king on top of this mountain now, and I sure as hell won't see you or any member of Conquest Bloodline dare to think you can rise or cheat your way to my level. You and your boss have held the Nexus Titan Championship, but that's as high as you will ever be. So hold on to that little belt tight, because I'm going to kick it out of your hands into the pocket of your next challenger if you cross me in that ring. This time, you will be the one who bows.
And there you have it. Those strong words from Zako Duo to the Lady Boots. Well, no time like the present. Let's head down to ringside for this matchup.
Time to find out who kneels.
The following is a C101 match. Introducing first, representing Conquest Bloodline, they are the Nexus Titan Champion, Lady Boots.
And there she is, ladies and gentlemen, the Lady of Conquest. Lady Boots, your Nexus Titan Champion.
We're made for walking, and they will kick the crap out of you.
The main event mistress herself. Probably a little disappointed this isn't the main event of the night, but let's just say there was a lot of wait for the other matchup.
There's a lot of build-up going on. Let's hear from their competitor.
And introducing their competitor, representing the main event match, they are the Multiverse Nexus Heavyweight Champion, Zako Duo.
Here he is, the ace of MNW, leader of the main event Mechs.exe, and he is the cursed future, Zako Duo. And everyone else is fighting for a shot at that belt around his waist. But as we heard just a few moments ago, he's fighting to give a shot to someone he feels will be a deserving contender who needs a day in the limelight. And of course, everyone knows that t-shirt that has been selling great lately. Zako was right. Michael, who do you like in this matchup?
Lady Boots has really been making herself known as a competitor here.
So
I think Zako Duo might be underestimating. The lady, the main event mistress.
So you're liking Boots in this matchup?
I particularly am liking Boots in this matchup. I think that belt around his waist has inflated his head a little bit.
All right. What about you,
Bit
Pete?
of an ego.
Who do you like in this match?
I gotta go. I never thought I would say this, but I gotta go with Zako Duo on this.
All right. So 1 for 1. Well, one of you is going to be right at the, or maybe it'll go to a draw. We'll have to see.
I don't know, McPherson. I think I disagree with you. I think the arrow over there at gorilla position is a bit thin.
Yeah, agree to disagree.
We'll have to see what happens. But meanwhile, the other thing to keep in mind is let's take a moment. Well, let's let the match happen start first, and then we'll take a moment. And we're off. Right off the bat, scissors takedown by the lady. These are the top 2 belts on Warzone. So these are our top 2 champions facing each other.
Truly a battle of champions we have here. And this isn't even our main event, folks. We
Nope,
have plenty more action for you.
Would not surprise me if we get a pay-per-view quality match out of both of them.
Absolutely, especially from these two.
But here's the thing. This isn't just about Lady Boots and Zako Duo. There have been issues. There's a whole history between Conquest Bloodline and Meme. And that doesn't even cover the current issues. Don't forget, Sam Jax has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Could at any time cash in on Zako Duo. You have R. Sawyer going after Carni-Val. And because of that, you have Malice and Gorm itching to face off. You know what? If this continues on,
Figure four locked in, trying to disable those kicking boots.
And a punch to get out. I was going to say, we're looking at full-on faction warfare between Meme and the Bloodline.
It is a deep-seated feud. Each member has their part to play in either of those factions. And who's to say? The main event mistress, Lady Boots here, beating the leader of the main event mechs. That could put a seed of doubt in the minds of the mechs and give a little boost of confidence for Conquest Bloodline.
That's true. And bringing her up, wrapping her up, working on that arm, stretching it out. And there's the stomp. Ladies and gentlemen.
Part of these matches is going into it with the right attitude. The attitude that you can and will take that belt home at any cost. And both these competitors have that edge, but it's going to come down to skill now.
And Zako, just doing the chops behind her back. And gets a reverse Russian leg sweep for his trouble.
Kicking at the joints of the bot.
I mean, at some point, you've got two of the best strikers on the roster. I mean, but what are we going to see? Are we going to see a Stylo? Or are we going to see an Ansible effect? Are we going to get a Clint Eastwood? Are we going to get a Red Comet?
There are some hard-hitting moves coming your way, folks.
And in the meantime, he's still just, Zako is trying to get into her head.
You cannot get into the head of the mistress that easily.
Nope,
Both
she
of
is
these competitors possess incredible mental fortitude as well. Both have been through some truly grueling feuds, matches, promos, etc. What may have you.
And into the corner goes Zako. Knee to the face. Zako is down, not a position he's used to being in. Oh, and a leg drop using rope assisted. Oh. Those neck servos have to be straining now. I think that was a smart move of Zako getting outside the ring, making it less likely she's going to use a Stylo or a Clint Eastwood on him.
But in turn, he's been knocked to the outside and he's flat on his back. Another kick to the gut. Went for the waist lock there, couldn't get it. Zako returning the favor.
I mean, this is one of the matchups I think everyone's been waiting to see since the participants in the C101 were announced. Again, the history between these two factions.
And a hip toss there and a punch to the back of the head. Stomp.
Yeah. I guarantee you, we already know he's been watching well, I am going to guarantee you Sam Jax is paying very close attention to this match.
And I'm going to guarantee you that Meme has been watching all the tapes, analyzing them over and over again.
That is a stylish boot to the face.
Showing off the mistress's flexibility, if you will.
Going for the cover. Two.
There
Kick out by Zako.
Facing away from the ropes. Arm up in that taut position and then kicked.
Bringing him back up.
Still working over those arms. Trying to, I suppose, re-injure that injured shoulder.
Yeah, but fireman's carry takedown, and Zako is back in control, sending boots to the corner, and she's having none of it.
Reverse back out of the corner.
Back
elbow.
Just back and forth blows from both of them.
Traded a chop there. Ooh.
Again, there is a reason these two are both at the top of our roster.
Did you see that perfect little picked kick to the hamstring? Trying to shut down Lady Boots' offense.
I did. Again, that's Lady Boots' offense primarily comes from her legs. She is one of the top kickers on the roster, so anything that can make her legs less effective is a benefit to her opponent.
And up onto the turnbuckle there, back down with a lariat.
1, 2. I mean, we've been seeing him do that instead of kicking people in the Gundam seeds of late.
Yeah, you never want to be kicked in the Gundam seeds.
Unless it's your destiny.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, you don't know about Gundam Seed Destiny? Lucky you.
Oh! Hell of a neck breaker. And sizing up, what are we going to see now? Bringing him back up, kicking his head like we said. Oh, he's leaking coolant. Ladies and gentlemen, Zako Duo is leaking coolant.
Oh boy, there it is. Somebody hit up AutoZone. And a flying knee to the face.
And a cover. 1, 2, and the lady kicks out. Zako playing to the crowd, letting Boots roll out. Now he's going after her. He's got to bring her back into the
knee.
Oh, and a scissors takedown.
Comboed into that head scissors takedown, absolutely. Oh, attempted a kick there, and then another pick to that hamstring.
They got to get this back in the ring if they want to win. I don't think either of them wants to get a count-out draw.
Count-out draw would mean a point for both competitors, however.
I just don't see either of them being satisfied with that. They want to move forward. They want
Absolutely
full points.
not just stating the facts, Jerry.
Well, also, neither one of them wants to give the other the satisfaction of even getting 1 point.
At this point, it's winner take all.
Oh, what a flip. What's he planning? Bringing her back up, and...
Simple judo throw there, and a kick. What's he setting up for?
Oh, well, there you go. What is he? He's just kicking her down. Going for the cover. 1,
sort of
2.
DDT there.
Oh, shit, that was it.
And your winner, Zako Duo.
Just planting her with that technical move, pivoting away from striking. I think that was his strategy all along. He lured her into a battle of strikes.
Well, usually that's her specialty.
And then took her out with a technical move. That was a brilliant calculation on Meme's part.
I mean, if there's one person he had scouted, it had to be her. All we can say now is Aiden, Xero is next. But right now, Zako Duo moves up the chain. And Meme gets a victory over the Conquest Bloodline. Oh, I expect to be hearing about that. And tomorrow, we're going to see Sam Jackson action on Flashbang. So, I'm sure we may be hearing more about that then.
I just can't believe he used the main event mistress like that. Just as an example.
That's what can happen. I mean,
that
the
is
C101.
Disrespectful beyond all belief.
Meanwhile, interesting tweet out on social media from Beowulf calling out Carcharodon, saying, if you want to keep talking trash, how about try saying that to my face and see what happens? Okay, so it looks like something's happening between Beowulf and Carcharodon. The living legend and the shark going at it.
Who's been giving the rookies sugar? They're teeing off on each other.
At this point, I don't know that those... Well, you know what? We'll see what happens in the Nexus Awards. There is a Rookie of the Year category,
Well, and I guess they're trying to beat each other for both
you'll have to see
in
who's
PR
nominated.
and literally.
In the meantime, we have one last match to get to, folks. It's that time. It's the main event. And we're going to see if Aiden Xero can keep his dreams alive in the C101.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time.
The following is a C101 match and is your main event. Introducing first, representing High Voltage, they are the cyberpunk prodigy, Aiden Xero.
And here he is, the man who was confused by Carcharodon's existence a few weeks ago when he joined me on commentary. The cyberpunk prodigy, Aiden Xero, a man at a time. But will
also
he
the man who's cost himself the victory due to his seemingly inability to focus.
He's been so focused on getting his hands on Gingerboi, he hasn't been paying attention to the actual tournament. He gets in these matches, but his head is elsewhere. Well, this is
the
it.
first time I've seen anger lead to attention deficit or disorder. I did not know that could happen.
Oh, in his case, absolutely can.
That must be a future thing.
And introducing their competitor, they are 1/3 of the trio's champions, representing Doom, Madjack.
The Pumpkin King.
He
Menacing.
is one of the... Oh, boy. You've never met him in person, have you?
I am proud that I have not. Like you were saying, one of the Trios champions here.
One of the Trios champions, a man with a lot of history, and right now, a man who is also standing pretty high, coming into this match with 6 points. He is just behind Gingerboi. But
one of the most intimidating factors besides his appearance for me is his devil-may-care attitude about making enemies in the back.
Well,
just the amount of confidence that this man has for just pissing people off and poking the bear, and somehow he comes out on top.
Right.
That's what's scary about this man.
Well, here's what I was going to point out. Aiden Xero has to win to stay in the tournament mathematically. If Madjack wins, and Aiden's starting off strong, he has to. Madjack wins, he ties Gingerboi. This is Madjack's chance to tie for first.
Spinning front kick there. Dropping Aiden to the mat.
So, either Aiden is mathematically out of contention, or Madjack stays one step behind Gingerboi. A result neither one of them want to see. Oh, Tequila Sunrise, and Madjack's out of it. So, of course, Madjack, because I'll tell you one thing. Madjack gives not one shit about Aiden Xero.
Absolutely not. So if Madjack were a man who cared about his ego, this would be the match to not take lightly.
So
you don't want to get beaten by the bottom dog, which is Aiden Xero at this point.
That is true.
Especially when you're in one of the top spots like Madjack.
Madjack has been one of the favorites. Madjack, of course, going for the pin. One. Nope, not even one. Madjack, of course, one of the 2 participants in Block A from Flashbang. The other, of course, being the Madness, who won earlier today. And getting in a roll-up. 1, 2, is this it? No! Kick out by Xero.
Just his mere presence giving that formidable air about him that's just as respect-earning as being a champion. So what if this man got even more gold around his waist?
That's true, and I'm sure he would definitely like to face off against Victor Vicious for the Flashbang Championship, assuming that's the one he decides to go for. Oh, I don't think that was the gut. Let's remember that we were talking about the history between Conquest Bloodline and Meme. Let's talk about the history between Doom and Meme. So
absolutely attacking each other back and forth. It's been guerrilla warfare across the 2 shows. That's what it's been.
Oh no! Jack in the Box. Yeah, that popped in the weasel. All right, 1.
The future weasel.
Yeah, I think that hit the weasel and the gerbils, if you know what I mean.
And now just kicking dirt at him.
I don't know where he gets this dirt. And a canvas ring, Madjack. Stop using your magic to... Oh, jeez.
I assume, Madjack keeps claiming he doesn't use the pumpkin magic unnecessarily. And Seth Jackson, who has quite the history with Madjack, I'm sure is keeping an eye on him.
Yeah, he keeps screaming in the back about how he's beaten him before.
There's last year in the Nexus, Madjack and Seth Jackson tied and both won the Nexus for best gimmick on Flashbang. That led to a match. They have a lot of history. Also, I was recently talking to Seth and asked, hey, is there anything you miss about Flashbang? And he yelled something about not being done with Madjack, that son of a bitch.
Well, that's something. It sounds like something he would say.
Well, and also speaking of things that Madjack and Seth Jackson, they're still technically the co-owners of a Nexus, which never sat well with either of them.
Nope, not at all.
Maybe slightly sat better with Madjack.
So we just gonna have to see what happens.
You see, it's in the building's trophy cabinet, which is split between Warzone and Flashbang. It's right in the middle. They actually cut out a hole in the trophy cabinet and shoved it in the middle.
Oh! Ow! Slamming his head not once but twice into that really hard turnbuckle and the sharp edges.
Yeah, those LED screens are not kind to the skull of a human being.
And what? And I want to check. I think Aiden might actually be bleeding.
That definitely is a possibility that could have split him open.
No, I'm trying to get a good look. Hard to tell because fists are flying furiously.
Well, and let's also admit his hair is somewhat blood-like in color already.
That could be. You're right, Pete. I could just be misreading something.
Yeah, that could be one of those old strategies of wearing the red shirt and the brown pants. You know what I mean?
And here we. Oh, hey, that we saw that. Oh, Madjack! Just, wrenching on his neck. Oh, that's
getting that extra torque.
And knees to the gut. And knees to the gut.
Showboating bit of kit there, but it also just puts extra torque, extra weight in the neck, as you said, McPherson. Those spinning knees. And a drop kick to the small of the back. Right in between the shoulder blades.
And bringing it, taking Madjack to the corner.
Climbing the ropes here. What's Aiden planning?
Lifting him up. Stretching the neck. That's what he's planning.
Oh my God. Just hanging him from the second rope. That's upper body and abdomen strength from Aiden. Xero hanging out the Pumpkin King to dry.
Oh, again, he's focusing on the neck there.
I mean, that's a solid strategy.
Shutting down the body's communication with itself, turning around with a brutal right hand.
Or when in doubt, just try and knock him out.
I mean, absolutely. Solid, like you said, solid strategy.
Cut off that blood flow, make your opponent dizzy, and then start peppering him with those shots. That is an absolutely solid strategy.
And it looks like he was going for a neck breaker because it's Aiden Xero, but denied by Madjack. Oh, where did that hit? That didn't look good.
Not the most ethical strategy, but cutting off the blood flow to the brain of your competitor
a shimmy
will always work.
Knee to the head.
A shimmy, and a knee, gimme. Returning the favor of that choke.
Yeah, that's classic Madjack. Oh, you think this is funny? How do you like it?
He's choking him with his own arm, too.
I am surprised Madjack hasn't gotten to stop hitting yourself.
Kind of a half straitjacket sort of choke. Over the shoulder, dropping
Aiden
him with
going
the cutter there.
I think Aiden needs to rethink something like that cheeky pin.
Now that cheeky pin after the cutter, still working on that neck once again, and the head! Spinning shot from the right hand.
And working on the leg. Meanwhile, really quickly on social media, I guess Carcharodon responding to Beowulf gladly. Let's see if I beat your ass into the ground in less than 3 minutes again. Okay, I think that's going to become a thing. Meanwhile, back in this match.
Yeah, McPherson, go backstage and unplug the coffee machine. The rookies it's too much coffee.
You know what? When you get enough squash roast in your system, the blood rage is strong. Oh
my
ladies
God!
and gentlemen, we just witnessed one of the best moves that you're ever going to see. That's right. It may have been months ago, but that was Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most electrifying moves in all of Multiverse Attainment.
And now, here it comes. All right, I was expecting an All Hallows knee, but I guess what just happened with Aiden? Did he got tied up in the ropes, I think.
He got tied up in the ropes, but he dropped Madjack onto his knees.
Oh, and we're going for another Tequila Sunrise.
He's got that Tequila Sunrise locked in on the other side of Madjack's body this time.
And
that was the right side, now it's on the left side. Not enough.
And now, I still, yep, I got a feeling, oh no. I know that relaxed pose. Yep, he's calling for it.
I've got a feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, All Hallows
Knee!
One.
This is it.
Two
This has
by-
got to be it for
And
Aiden
oh!
Zero. Good night. What?
2.5. Madjack can't believe it. I had him.
Aldini, did he kicked out of that?
He did. Match is still going on. Aiden is still alive.
He kicked out of the All Hallows. He's...
And going for...
Aiden Zero, a glint in his eye that I've never personally seen before. Not giving up. Not done yet.
Well, he's. I think he knows that this is it. He can keep fucking around if he wants. Oh, outside.
And he might have just found out.
He might have just found out, yeah. Madjack
And he
waiting.
might find out again here.
Yep.
Oh!
Off the top rope, jackhammer. Now he's... kick to the head.
Yeah, it's spinning front kick again. The nearly ballerina-like poise of Madjack, followed by an immediate violent maneuver stomping to the gut and pelvis.
Off the ring. Oh, well, that's it. Sorry.
Off the LED screen again.
That hurts.
Thanks
especially
for playing.
that corner, because that is that LED screen there. And Madjack just laughing at him.
Yeah, that screen may be lined with plastic, but that's a big old hunk of metal underneath.
Oh no, he's wrapping it. He's wrapping the gift, turning him over.
Moving it up. Wind that box. Play
Jack
the music.
in the box.
Right up Main Street.
Yeah. Too bad the weasel lives on Main Street.
And doing the shimmy and the drop. Oh. You know, I've noticed, I hope I'm not jinxing us, but I noticed something interesting tonight. Oh, let's see this happen first. And over. Oh, wrenching on the neck of Aiden Zero. No magic. Here it comes. Doing it again. Oh.
Just the amount of force he's putting into that leg triangle when he uses
and
the body weight of
more.
both competitors. Because as he swings over, you notice he's cinching it in tighter.
I think he was going ready for a fourth, and Aiden went, nope, done with that. So are you ready for my possible jinxing us?
What's your possible...
Ref hasn't been knocked down yet tonight.
Let's try to preserve the integrity of our ref.
Yeah, he hasn't died once.
Somebody get him a helmet.
No. I mean, you know why we hired this ref. There's a couple of knees to the chest.
Yeah, those flying knees always effective. And a jawbreaker.
And all right, Aiden's
primo reversal there.
I got a feeling we're getting near the end for Aiden Zero. Oh, pulling him up, wrenching on that neck. Madjack has been got him in a submission hold. Madjack's been working that neck. This could be
that crossface into that half straight jacket choke.
Elbows. Aiden's out. And they're both... Aiden is gassed. He had a hold on Madjack. Wasn't sure what to do with him.
They were both leaning on each other, Jerry, trying to catch their breath.
Yeah, but that gave Madjack a chance to get out of that predicament. And now stalking the Cyberpunk Prodigy.
What a main event match. What a fight Aiden Zero is putting up. Oh.
And he's up top and headbutt you.
Thought he was going for a splash. No, indeed went for that headbutt to the chest.
I was worried for a minute. He was not sure what he was going to go for, and Aiden's
nobody home on that little splash. Aiden moving out of the way.
Aiden trying to stay alive in this matchup. Going up top. What's Aiden planning here? Oh, he's going to hang him out to dry again. Dropping him.
Back down. Straight to the center of the ring. Stomp to the chest. What's he doing? Locking in. That choke again.
Again, the stakes here. Aiden has to win to stay viable in the tournament. But if Madjack wins, he ties Gingerboi for the lead in the tournament.
See, when he locks in that side headlock choke, not only is he doing that, he's stretching the abdomen.
And here
forcing Madjack to do a bridge.
Aiden's moving a little slower than before. But going for that disc.
Oh my God, what a right hand!
Oh no, the pumpkin juice is loose.
The seeds be flowing.
And now they're just trading. Oh, Aiden getting that modified Luthez press, I guess, and the punches.
Yeah, just ground and pound there. Slamming him on his back.
Oh, there's a neck breaker.
Yeah, there's a very haughtily done neck breaker. High up on the shoulder there. Good technique.
And Aiden, getting flipped over by Madjack. And we have 4 minutes to go. This could end in a draw, which both men would find unsatisfactory. A draw does not keep Aiden viable in the tournament, and it does not put Madjack up there with Gingerboi. So going up top is the Pumpkin King, and
this is about one question: can Aiden stay viable in this tournament? I don't think he can. Taking such a beating already.
And here he comes again, a bicycle kick.
Madjack better end this soon.
And 1, 2, again he kicks out.
When is Aiden Xero going to get tired of looking at the lights? That's the question you got to ask yourself. He has not been winning.
3-minute mark.
And it's almost as penance for his lack of victory. Now he's facing Madjack as his penultimate challenger here to see whether or not he stays in this tournament.
And, all right. There was a face buster. And 1, 2, and a kick out by Madjack. 2.5 minutes left in this match. Oh, punch from Aiden.
If this were a bracket system, Aiden would not be here. This point system allows for a lot more leniency and a lot more interesting matches.
That's what makes the C101 interesting. 2 minutes to go, Aiden. You better figure out what you're going to do now.
A stomp. A stomp.
And the discus punch, that punch that broke Madjack open earlier. Aiden
putting that body weight behind the fist.
Jawbreaker. Madjack getting in there again.
Notice Madjack taking every opportunity to cause Aiden Xero pain,
flipping him over
and suffering.
I mean, if this goes to a draw, Madjack. Oh no! Here it comes, Jack. We're gonna see a Jack's knife. That's gonna be it. Oh! Countered by Aiden!
Countered with a trip!
And the ref going, what the hell? What the hell's going on? Okay. And now, this isn't good for Aiden. No, this is it. Because at least with a draw, Madjack is still viable in the tournament. But, roll up! Roll up!
Oh my God!
What, 2?
No.
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 Whew. I wouldn't want to think what's going to happen if Aiden won by a roll-up. Slapping Madjack. Oh, Aiden getting fired up now.
That's the sort of cheeky maneuver that would get you jumped by Doom, I'd imagine.
All right, we got 40 seconds left. Down to the wire. Look, we could go to our first A block draw in 30 seconds, Michael.
I don't know what to think of this running bulldog.
Well, Aiden better
Less
do
than
something.
30 seconds. He's got to line something up here.
Aiden,
This
you
needs
got
to
20
end it.
seconds. Are you gonna what? And 0 hour.
That Xero, that twisting suplex,
1,
the 0 hour.
2, 3. Did it?
He stays in contention.
And your winner, Aiden Xero.
Xero no longer 2 points on the board for Aiden.
Aiden
taking
stays
out
alive.
Madjack.
Aiden stays. Oh boy.
What an audacious victory.
And with 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds left, Aiden Xero manages to stay alive.
The Pumpkin King's going to have words, I imagine.
Well, we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Cryptic Saijin, who is currently competing with Dungeons and Destiny on Flashbang in the Trios tournament, did not know Aiden Xero was a fan of smashing pumpkins. Also, there are easier ways of getting pumpkin spice. Ladies and gentlemen, Rapture New World. Well, and the team is telling me they got the graphic ready, so let's look where we stand. Ladies and gentlemen, the current standings of the C101, Zako Duo and Gingerboi are now both tied for first place.
8-8.
Madjack just barely missing the chance to join them in a three-way tie. Instead, Daverman and Madjack both tied for second at 6 points. The Janitor, Madness, Lady Boots, and Dagarik, and Jack Abbott, all 4 points in. Aiden Xero on the board with 2. He still has a long way to go to stay
Somebody
viable.
get Aiden Xero that "You tried" sticker, because he indeed tried, and he won.
So, at this moment, everyone in A block still mathematically viable to potentially win the Block A of the C101. Tomorrow, of course, on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco, you can see Flashbang, a special showing on Sunday. As you see, Jack Andrews and Suicide Gemini both in the tied for the lead at 5 points. Sam Jacks standing alone at second place with 4 points. And with 3 points each, Graven Allen, Victor Vicious, Brawl Kaiser, and Devin Zerikis and Kuso Kale with 2 points, and Michael Macabre at 1 point. No one far enough ahead there. Everyone is still in that tournament as well. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the current standings of the C101. Of course, tomorrow night will actually be round 4 for Flashbang. They're a little behind us. They usually are a day before. It's weird. It'll all catch up next week when Flashbang returns to Friday. In the meantime, we are all out of time here on MNW Warzone. Thank you, everyone. And if you were new to the show, welcome. And for everyone else, Happy New Year. It was the first wrestling show of the year. We hope you enjoyed it. And for Michael Macabre, sorry, Michael. For Michael Montoya.
Wrong, Michael. Don't
and
say
Pete
his name.
McPherson, I'm Jerry Aldini. Good night!
Buenas noches.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Multiverse Nexus Wrestling YouTube channel. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and ring that bell to get notified whenever we post a new video. This has been Joe, signing out.